Welcome back. Oh, gosh. I realize you guys are just looking at me, reacting for a few seconds there. Welcome back to Phil's Recap and Review, The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 16, Wrath. We're back here, and I honestly, Joe, I can't wait to talk about this episode. I must be honest, my television cut out a little bit early. My DVR got cut, and I missed the last 20 minutes of the episode. The last thing I saw was Rick killing Negan. That was such an awesome moment. I love it. They killed Negan. It was really exceptional that the show went there and didn't take it back 3 seconds later. That was really fucking awesome. I have to applaud the show for ending the story arc with a bang, with a really awesome moment to bring back that you can't trust Rick right now, that moment, circle it all back together again. Wow, what an episode. I don't think I missed much in the last 20 minutes. Did I, Joe? Everybody, welcome to the show. I'm not alone. I have with me the live motherfucking chat. We also have with us the fucking live chat. As I said, Sean, Alan, Atari Dad, Thomas, Mike, Hannah, Santovia. Holy fucking shit. Great stuff in the live motherfucking chat already before this episode started. And Joe, what an episode of The Walking Dead, right? What'd you think of this season finale? No, I know. I'm just kidding. I can't do this for any longer. What the flying fuck burger did I just watch? Holy shit. It was a sandwich of boring ass crap at the beginning, boring ass crap in the end, and they sandwiched this decent action scene in the middle that they completely deballed. They deballed it, Joe. They went in there and they had an operation. They cut out the testicles of The Walking Dead. Finally, it's done. Finally, whatever testicles that The Walking Dead had, I'm so glad we didn't go to the movie to watch this. I would have booed and laughed in the theater. Fucking hell. I must say, they really got me. They really fucked me over there, because at the moment that Rick slashes Negan's throat, in that single moment, I said to myself, holy shit, The Walking Dead got its balls back here for a second. No keeping Negan alive. I was wrong. I'm going to have to eat some shit tonight. But no, they Walking Dead that shit right up.
You already ate shit tonight.
Oh, my fuck. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast, Joe. What the fuck?
Dude, everybody got to eat some shit tonight. Like, at least you got your Gandalf moment, right?
I guess. Oh, that was even kind of lame. We just suddenly see the Oceanside people throwing fire handkerchiefs.
It was so stupid, dude. They not only like rode in on their white horse, so to speak, like Gandalf at the last second, right? But like knew the plan. Were there with fire bombs.
And we didn't even see Aaron in all of that, did we? Was he mixed in?
Yeah, he was there. I saw him. Stupid, dude.
I just think this episode was indicative of everything that's wrong with The Walking Dead packaged in an hour and 10 minutes. Hour and 10 minutes. Why weren't you a fucking hour? Because this episode, okay, let's accept that they were going to do the Negan death in the way that they wanted, or not death, in the way that they wanted to do this. And we're going to unpack this whole episode, obviously, as we get into it. But, okay. If you want to do that, and that is the case, why don't you end the episode at the logical endpoint with Rick at the tree, where he says that, my wrath has overcome my some bullshit or other. You end it right there as it pans out to commercial break. But instead, you have that epilogue shit going on, the long slow death to remind you, no, this isn't a fun show, this is gonna be all heavy-handed, and then we set up the Legion of Doom of the good guy team that's going against Rick, where our new bad guys are gonna be Maggie and Daryl and fucking, who's the other one that was in that scene?
Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus is on board with that.
Yeah, Jesus
is so on board with murdering any of them. Are you kidding me? This is what Jesus wanted.
It's
like, what?
It's fucking horrible, dude. And everyone in the live chat, hey, great to see Terry and Stark in there. Great to see DJ. Great to see Michelle. Great to see all our friends in the live motherfucking chat. Don't forget about that beautiful monologue by Jesus to Morgan. Oh, Trap House. We're gonna get to that. Everyone had a monologue tonight. You get a monologue and you get a monologue. Monologues for everybody. It was great. Jesus just shows up. I will say this. This was probably the most I ever liked King Ezekiel in this episode. And I don't know why. His thou art shit is growing on me a little bit. In that scene with him and Jerry, you know how I like to find a few turds to polish, Joe.
No, there was like one moment where I let out a big chuckle, but it wasn't that moment. It wasn't the beginning. Like I forget when it was. Like somewhere midway through, I laughed.
Yeah, I dug Jerry in that scene, and he makes me like. And I know Jerry's kind of the example of the useless character that I've adopted this week. You know, this character that has no relevance really, but I like the actor's performance.
I'm like, blue hair wasn't your useless character of the week.
Blue hair. Which one was blue hair?
I don't know. He was walking through the fucking.
Oh yeah. Oh, the ones that Negan just calls like an idiot.
They all get to die.
Yeah. The saviors we've never seen before that suddenly we were supposed to care about for a second. But I don't know. Something about Jerry's performance I like. Corey says we can change. We can come back from this.
This was so stupid. Oh my god, I can't even film.
Joe, I don't know. Joe, this was one of those episodes while I was watching it. I was not because I love coming out here and talk to you guys. I love talking to the chat, but I found myself just going in the same circles after that point. But okay, I just feel flabbergasted by it. It's why the weird start of the show. I feel fucked in the ass because of it, because I legitimately fell into the moment when Negan got his throat cut that I'm like, yes.
Yep, I thought that was good too, but I knew that wasn't. I was like, oh, look, it's a small wound. He's just going to lose his voice or something stupid.
That would be good.
Immediately, they were going to, I knew immediately. Come on, like, Rick, you're such an asshole. You're such a fucking asshole. Your dead son's wishes come above Maggie's living wishes. Like, come on. Maybe if y'all weren't worried about such stupid shit with the saviors, Carl wouldn't have died in such a stupid way out on his own.
Yeah.
Maybe you would have had a little bit more time to fucking watch your kid instead of worrying about all these other people and trying to make a safe place to watch your kid. Which you wouldn't have done anyway. You're such a bad fucking father to begin with.
Fucking God. And how do we...
so stupid.
How do we get in a spot... And this was going to be the negative fucking Nancy and Jim show tonight here. Because I don't have anything much good to say about this episode. And I'm usually one that tries to pull out a couple of good things to talk about. But the only thing that I can say actually that I really enjoyed about this episode, thinking about it from a whole perspective of knowing that Negan's alive. Because while I was watching it, I thought the flow of the battle was done well to lead up to see Negan finally getting into a situation he can't escape. And in a moment where I thought Negan was going to survive, to see him get killed in that moment shocked me in the way The Walking Dead should shock me. And I said, wow, awesome. Great. Oh, fuck. Joe and I are going to have something good to talk about tonight. But no, I just want to say this. But the only good thing I like about it, and the only thing I'll hold true, Maggie's performance. This is the best performance by Lauren Cohan in a long time. Her screaming.
It's the only performance by her.
Right. Maybe I was starving for a while and I got the cracker in the desert, Joe. But whatever it's worth, when she was screaming and shit, I believe that, and I think she was speaking for both of us in that moment.
Fuck that. Everybody there deserves Negan to die, not rot in a cell. And here's the thing. Again, we have Negan running off, right? Being a little pussy baby. Rick chases after him, misses all his shots again.
And runs out of bullets at the exact right time.
And runs out of bullets just as he gets to the tree, where all he has to do is walk around and shoot him, right? No. And then we have a fight to the death again. It was right all the way up to the point where he slashed him in the neck. I was so disappointed with the way all of it was going.
Joe, in the live,
that was reminiscent of every single Renaissance battle scene you've ever seen in your life on any movie, where even in Ramsey's, Battle of the Bastards, right? Gets down to it. What happens? Bad guy runs away, runs back, retreats on his own. Oh no, such fucking complete trope moment all the way leading up to when he slashed his throat. And then guess what? Rick's a good guy. Save him. Even though let's kill all the fucking minions leading up to the big bad guy.
But this,
and then the bad guy lives.
but this guy fed Carl spaghetti once. It's like, what the fuck?
So stupid.
Let's go into the live chat because I'm curious what some of the people thought. Sean says Rick's logic is all over the place. He isn't to be trusted. I keep one eye open on him. Kristen says, my favorite part of the episode was the Taco Bell commercials. That egg taco looked good. Michael Brown said, who even died during this war? Simon and a bunch of red shirts? Corey Mitchell says, Maggie 9000, emotional response, triggered, beep, 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 beep. Paul Q wants some Taco Bell now. Casey Atheist is ready to hear some heavy-duty Joe bitching before the end of this episode. Timothy,
I don't even have it in me, dude. I don't really even have it in me. There's like not. It was just bad all like through the whole thing, like. And then Daryl, like, oh no, I'm gonna kill Dwight by the end of this. All right, I'll let him go too.
And
like, are you kidding me? Like, are you? Come on.
And that's classic Daryl this season. Talk a big game, but
classic everybody. It's classic everybody this season. Everybody's doing these flip-flop 180s. Rosita last season, like it's Carol, Daryl, Morgan. Like all of them, and
his other brother Daryl, Joe. D says, I didn't think Dwight would make it or Eugene would triple cross. Sean says they left the next showrunner in a bad spot. Tim says, okay, wait, Phil, a few hours for me. I should kill myself now or see this episode. I wouldn't kill yourself. Maybe maim a body part, Tim. Chalk says, so you can spend the evening in the emergency room. Rick killed Claimer Joe, and he wasn't as bad a man as Negan. Tropes, big bad lives, and the minions die a long way, says Thomas. Welcome to the live chat to Jay. Jimmy says, this episode was awful. Love you guys, but this show is awful. Oh, you did. Thank you for tuning in. Abigail says, I can't wait for Sherry to come back. I hope she's with the Whispers. Plot holes everywhere. Daryl is on Maggie's side, but let Dwight live, and Jesus is on Maggie's side too. Come on. They want a Jon Snow Rick. This is going to be the Jon Snow Rick situation, and little douchebag is going to be Henry's going to be Ollie. Dwight, maybe they'll need the time jump to reset the writers and the characters and get Maggie more pregnant. Daryl got his crossbow back, but is pissed at Rick and Michonne. Hey, Janine Davis. Great to see everyone in the live motherfucking chat tonight, Joe. So, I want to get a couple of tweets in because I always forget to get these. So, a couple of people tweeted us during the episode. Patton Thompson said, at I Got Issues, Man, that is it. I'm done. Never watching this show again. That was the worst piece of shit I've ever seen. Just god awful. Jimmy Olsen Blue says, it's awful. And Jimmy Olsen, this show is boring. So, Joe, the question of the night, and I think the real debate here, is the show awful or is the show boring?
Yeah, can it be both?
It can be both.
It doesn't have to be a both
okay,
debate. Jimmy Olsen is right in both tweets.
Okay, he's definitely both right. Okay, so should we not waste any more time and should we just get into this turd sandwich, though?
Yeah.
You're already done. Joe said...
I really got one last thing to say, like two last things to say, like... You're gonna change things by killing Carl. Why not change things and kill fucking Negan too? Right? Why not let Jeffrey Dean out of the fucking misery that he bought into right before they decided to write the show into a fucking Negan shit fucking hole, right? Like, let him out of his fucking misery. He's enjoying it. He loves it. Whatever. But like, why not? Why not? There's most likely about to be some sort of time jump, right?
At least
if there's not, I guess, whatever.
No, there's gonna be. They're gonna get Maggie pregnant. It's gonna be like at least a 6-month time jump, I would bet. At least 6 to 9.
Why not?
6 months to a year.
In like the books, it's like over a year, right? Why not like?
That's probably what now that you say that, because I'm not as familiar with the second half of the books as you. They probably will just do a year and Maggie will already have the baby, and that's how they'll judge it by time.
Why not do it like 5 years? Like, if they're going to do a year, why not do 5 years? Why not change it? Make Negan have rotted in that fucking cell like they said they were, and like skip all the bullshit between.
Jump in the chat for a second. Sean Island says agrees, awful and boring. Christian, who is Samburbia Pictures, great to see you in the live chat, Samburbia. Jesus didn't want to kill anybody, but he agreed to kill Negan in secret. What the fuck is that? And Atari Dad asks, Joe, in your opinion, was the end of the war handled any better in the comics?
Not particularly, no. No, it really wasn't. I was just as disappointed to find out Negan didn't die.
Yeah. Yeah,
And it was just as stupid.
and to go on your point, it seems like they killed Carl just to have Rick have that emotional moment, and I don't think it fucking worked. I think I don't know. I couldn't agree with you more, Joe, in what you said. That I understand that Negan doesn't die in the comics, and yeah, we're getting a few comic spoilers, but it's really not the same thing at all. So we're just using it as a point of reference. If people are sensitive about that, turn off for a minute or something like that. But ultimately,
because if you're still with the show at this point and haven't read the comics, there's something wrong with you, right?
Or at least not familiar with what happens to a certain extent. So I get that, but if you want to make this a different sort of thing, and I'm going to be harping on the same thing, especially as the alcohol kicks in. I'm probably going to be repeating it over and over again. Why the fuck didn't they just kill Negan tonight? They had Walking Dead. You had a chance and you fucking blew it. Like, what the fuck? You had it in your hands. You had a good moment, and that to me is indicative. That's why this season's a little bit better than last season, because this season had good moments that they fucked up. Last season had no good moments for me. This season had some good moments in their hands, and they dropped the ball because they have no fucking balls. This was the Glenn thing all over again. You kill a character in a decent way that would have been effective for dramatic purpose or emotional toll on Rick's balls over the course of time, and you take it away because Jeffrey D. Morgan's popular and we need to keep him on the show because we need to make him a good guy and yada yada, douchebag. Like, fuck you.
Why not let Maggie kill him? Why not, okay, once Michonne lets go, she just fucking draw down and fucking blow his brains out?
Yeah, that would have been a good end too. And Joe, absolutely. And then if you want to set up that battle between Rick and Maggie, then you have the inciting moment of Maggie in that moment breaking Rick's dictatorship rule, and Maggie was in charge while Rick was all off on his revenge mission and kind of keeping things in line right now. So then you have a legitimate beef between the two of them in a moment. Instead, Maggie does shit or can't do shit because she's held back or too emotional. Daryl apparently agrees with her, and so does Jesus. But they don't do shit. Yeah, why doesn't Daryl just fire the fucking crossbow in his fucking head? Do something, fucking Daryl, besides just sit there and look like you had one too many sandwiches. Like, what the fuck, Daryl? Do fucking something, dude. He's like, I'm kind of full. I don't know what to do. I ate one too many fucking squirrel sandwiches. I'm all fucked up. He just looks stoned and fucking out of his mind, and like he just doesn't know what to do. And if you're really on the side, defend Maggie in that moment. I'm sure there's other people in that group that have just fought and almost died for you that will back you up in that moment and fucking kill Negan. What the flying fuck is going on here? I just don't get it.
Rick, you're not the ruler. It's not a dictatorship. He dies.
It's just stupid, and I'm going to be talking about that a lot because it's my biggest issue with this entire episode.
It's stupid.
It's so
fucking stupid.
It's so
the whole
stupid.
fucking show is stupid. The only thing I liked was the only thing, and I think that's what I think made me laugh. I
just want to say something. What made you laugh? I'm sorry.
I think the backfiring of all the guns.
Oh yeah, the Eugene's moment there. And to answer your question, to answer what you said, Tom, not to get too much into that storyline, I'll whisper it to you, Tom. So did Carl. So you could kill Negan and still do that storyline because you killed Carl, and Carl has a lot to do with that storyline too, from what I remember or from what I've heard. So you don't necessarily need Negan to do anything on this show. You can still do certain storylines without characters to pay off the audience for 2 seasons of this shit and have self-awareness in your show or in your writer's room that people aren't really feeling the story arc. So to win people back, shouldn't we kill Negan in a glorious way so everyone cheers and maybe they'll come back to our show to be like, wow, they have balls to kill off the person that everyone hates right now, or the direction of the show that people hates, and show that they can actually do something. Revenge for what he did to our favorite characters, for some of the people that think he was too harsh. A lot of fucking reasons. K. Rich, who just super chatted, donated $9.99 alternative finale. Rick wakes up in a hospital room surrounded by friends. Rick turns to his wife and says, "You wouldn't believe the dream I've had." Everyone laughs. Taco Bell commercial.
Right.
And spin of the wheel for K. Rich. Vince says, "I'm glad that Negan lived because a real redemption arc would be great, and Jeffrey D. Morgan is a great actor. By the way, it happened was way too contrived, and what the fuck, Jesus? He was all about the mercy before." So, Joe, are you looking forward to seeing a Negan redemption arc next season? Because we all know it's coming.
I'm not looking forward to seeing anything next season.
Okay. So, as we've talked about...
I have no expectations whatsoever I have the only expectation I have is the sour shit taste left in my mouth that I'll carry with me for the next 8 months, waiting for another serving of shit. Heaping pile of
donkey doo-doo.
Shit.
Okay, so
like really, that's all I have to look forward to.
So before I move, but we do also have to look forward to, Joe. Don't forget, you have to look forward to the recap. Yes, we're gonna recap it all.
Relive this. I gotta relive this.
Yes, it's the last time though, Joe.
I gotta relive this.
Last time till at least October, you're gonna have to relive this, Joe. And so one more time to the breach. Joe and I are going to go on this recap. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in tonight to join us. If anyone's listening to our audio cast, thank you so much. Someone text me. I can hear Joe having a stroke right now, and also said, "Listen, Phil and Joe, we'd watch you guys if you reviewed Cheers on Sunday nights. We'd be there." Funny you say that. We've been meaning.
Hey, let's do it right now. Let's skip this shit and go right into the Cheers.
I love the Sam and Diane years. I think Rebecca was good, but the Scientology thing bothers me with Kirstie Alley. But I
watched it all before
I knew, yeah. So ultimately, do you like the Diane years better or the Kirstie Alley years? Because it's almost two different shows.
I don't have a favorite. I do know that. See, I look at it more like, do I like the Woody years or do I like the Coach?
I mean, Coach is really good for those first 4 seasons, and I couldn't decide between Coach and Woody. I think both of them are fucking amazing. And
see, at first drop, I was like, why'd they replace my man?
Yeah, but he,
with a poor copy of my man.
Yeah, but
then eventually Woody owned it.
Yeah, and you found out that Coach died, so it wasn't like they forcibly replaced him. It would have been interesting to see a scene where they would be able, or to have Coach have mentioned him as a pen pal, because they talked about how they were pen pals at the beginning. And I do like I like both years as well. I think as an ensemble comedy, Cheers is better in the later half with the Kirstie Alley years, because it was less focus on Sam and Diane, where the early seasons was really amazing in a moonlighting way, because no one could argue like Sam and Diane when they're yelling at each other. It was so I agree, both are fucking awesome. So before we go too far down that rabbit hole, Joe, let's get back into The Walking Dead.
No, man, we switched gears.
Phil,
you did it. We're in a Cheers. Switch the name out. I don't even remember what I just watched.
Okay.
I'm 3 days. I'm all about Cheer shit.
Joe, we need to get into
that. If anybody doesn't want to watch Cheer shit, say so right now in the chat. Look, nothing came up.
Oh, by the way, Joe.
Look they're talking about Coach. You're right, Corey. You're right. Scott Gimple did kill off that motherfucker. I'll say it again. That talentless fucking hack.
Joe, you need to take a drink for the super chat donation, so take a guzzle of that beer, or take a shot if you would like. That is for K Rich. Big Kev also with the super chat donation that says, I like how
a shot of tequila without a lime.
I like how Maggie got all dark. Can we just get some Maggie and Rosita scenes in the shower? Says Big Kev for $19.99. I'll take that comment for $19.99, Big Kev. So let's get into Scott Gimple probably killed off Coach. Yeah.
Wait, what's that? Is that another shot or something there?
No, it landed off bite of a sandwich. So we both need to take bites of sandwich in a second. Big Kev's super chat donation. Thank you, Big Kev, for the super chat. Thank you to K Rich for the super chat. All you other people that support us on Patreon or PayPal or give us super chat donations. Those are the things that keep us going more than anything, and all the support you show. So thank you. And let's get into this episode. So we open up with the line that I think is indicative of what I'm thinking when watching this episode. It's the line, Remember, Joe. Remember when this show was great? After watching the episode, I need a drink, Centovia, for a $10 super chat donation. Let me spin that wheel. DJ Bitter says, better. It would have been great if Maggie walked up with purpose and just stabbed Negan when he was lying in the grass and then said, oops. Yeah, that's what we were saying. And so Tom himself, who's been wanting me to review Becker for a long time, that's the closest I've ever come to reviewing Becker for Tom himself in the live chat.
Becker's fucking awesome. I liked Becker too.
Different show, Joe. Different show. We'll talk about Becker for Tom.
Let's talk about Becker.
So
let's talk about Coach. Let's talk about Wings. Dude, let's talk about Coach. Like, right?
Yes, Jerry Van Dyke was amazing in it. So we open up on Rick and Carl walking down the street, and Carl looks great. We cut to a walker's face, and we see a visual of.
What the fuck?
We see a visual.
What's that last spin land at?
That last spin landed on your pick. Your pick. So Santovia, you get your pick. And
now look at that spin.
Leanna's $50 super chat donation. Everybody drink. So you're gonna get a spin, but also because of that $50 donation, everyone has to take a drink wherever you are.
Everybody takes a drink. Katie, we gotta take another drink.
Everyone take a drink wherever you are. Thank you everybody in the live motherfucking chat for your super chat donations. Thank you for helping us get through this episode of The Walking Dead.
What's that?
Here we go. Amazing super chat, Leanna. You were fucking incredible.
Finish your beer and you can have another shot.
So we get a few more close-ups. We get cuts to Walker's face, more close-ups, and I like how at the beginning of this episode with the slow montage and the close-ups on people's faces, it was a good final farewell to Scott Gimple working on The Walking Dead proper to make sure we got some of what makes him great. Oh, Santovia says drink too.
Thank you.
Oh, drink as well. Oh, goodness. Oh, thank you, Santovia Major.
Fuck, that's smooth.
Thank you to all of you guys in the live chat. We appreciate it. And anyone that's listening to the podcast or check this whole season out, we appreciate more than you can say. But you super chat donators tonight, unbelievable. Thank you. Jasmine Walking Dead. Oh, Jasmine went to go see it in the theaters. Awesome. Jasmine, definitely tell us in the live chat what kind of crowd it was. I'm very curious. So Rick and Carl walking down the street. Carl, or the kid, we cut to Walker's face, more close up. Goodbye to Gimple. We see a savior's face. We see Rick in the mirror looking at the other baby, and then Sadiq comes in, and we get one of many montages. Why did
Carl's a fucking hero? He's all hope and honor, and like, oh my god. But I'm sorry, I should have saved.
But I was an idiot.
You're lucky you've got medical skills. All right, kill you. This is where it'd come in so handy, Phil, that you call me like I was an EMT and I work in a hospital currently as on a psych unit. But like Phil like runs around and in bars, like when we talk to him, and he's like, oh, he's like a doctor and shit.
Yep. I've definitely said that before.
Like I'm like I got some fucking trauma.
Yeah. If anything goes wrong in a place that when we used to go out a lot more, when anything went wrong, I'd be like, Joe's a doctor. He's a doctor. Come over here, Joe. Yep.
This is where that shit comes in handy. I got as long as I keep Phil alive, Phil will be like, "No, don't kill the dread doc, dude. He's a doctor, man." I'm like, "Yeah, man. I mean, just looking to pump me, make everything better, man. Don't worry about it, man." Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Be like Doc on fucking Z Nation. Let's talk about Z Nation, dude.
Ciao. No one has said anything this nice about Carl for 7 seasons in Santovia. Big Sexy. What the fuck is this doctor?
What nice? Who said something nice about fuckface?
Oh, Carl. Everyone in this episode saying Carl is. We gotta live by Carl's way. We gotta live by Carl's way.
Oh my God.
Paging.
They're gonna fucking erect a statue to Carl in the New World. Are you kidding me? Like in Town Square on the hilltop, like or some shit. There's gonna be like a Carl, like
in Philadelphia with the Rocky statue. There's just gonna be a picture of Carl.
Yeah, right. Like exactly. And then I hope that Negan does make his way, like escapes from the prison, just to drill a hole in Carl's fucking left side of his face or some shit. Or right, whatever side got fucking shot. Like they go back to the cell. Like, that's my boy Carl.
Leanna, aren't we all? Leanna says she's just trying to kill herself before Game of Thrones season 8 or Winds of Winter is released. Aren't we all, Leanna? I can't wait till next week. Not next week, the week after, final week of April, where Joe and I are going to be doing our Cersei podcast. About time to get back into The Walking Dead get back away from The Walking Dead and get back into Game of Thrones, whether it's back right now or not. You know, Joe, I was an extra for Z Nation, says Tim Gersh. Jasmine says it was filled. I bought tickets and too late. Me and my mom had to sit separately. It was packed. Maggie and Daryl, what the fuck? Yeah, holy shit. Okay, so then we go. Rick tells, he asks why, and Sadiq throws all this shit down at him, and Rick says, thank you, and walks out. So then we get over to Henry and Carol, and Henry is about to say something, but then we go,
Henry really makes me hate kids.
Stab him in the fucking face. That would have been good again.
We are.
Like
When we do?
Yeah, Morgan's done so much for the cause. It'd be really awful to just kill him now because he kind of like broke. So maybe we just like make him go away. He just killed a little boy. Like that would have been so much better, right? Tell me that wouldn't have been better.
It would be.
And then that could have been like our what are we gonna do to make this world better? Like, oh, we won't kill Morgan for doing something horrible, but Negan still gets to die.
Leanna says, Phil, we need some more season 8 Game of Thrones prediction casts. And I know Joe and I will definitely do one. I want to kind of wait till we get a little bit closer because we're still a year off, but
when we start feeling the hype a little bit more.
Yeah, but we are going to start talking about it a little bit more and talking about past things and leading up, and I'm going to be on a couple of other Game of Thrones podcasts coming up soon, so a lot more Game of Thrones talk as we're leading into the Con of Thrones thing. I'm going to be hyping Game of Thrones a bit more, and then as we get in the home stretch, start getting shit, Joe and I will get a little bit more into our predictions and thoughts and get Katie involved
We
again
could
as
do
well.
that now.
We could talk about Game of Thrones now, yeah.
We could do that now.
Joe just wants to talk about anything but The Walking Dead right now. Lady Fat Ass Red says, saw it in the theater, probably worse than watching it at home. 0 crowd response. I think we were all in shock. That was it. Only good thing that
left before premiere started.
Only good thing is that alcohol was served. Fear was good. John was hilarious. I actually watched the very beginning of Fear the Walking Dead, and I have to admit I was more engaged with that than I was on.
Oh, listen.
Just the only reason because I saw Gary and Dylan Hunt, and I'm.
We're not talking about fucking Fear the Walking Dead because that fucking season 2 was a big fucking shit stinker. It was so every episode left me like out loud a couple. Okay, so I watched that one in an environment. Okay, I can't talk about exactly where I watched that one, but I watched it in an environment in which I shouldn't have been watching it, right? And every now and then I would let out a, oh, come on, that's just so dumb. And someone a couple of feet away behind a big plate glass with wire in it and a little hole cut out underneath, right, would look at me and go, what's going on? And I would be like, oh, nothing. The thing I'm watching is, and they'd be like, oh, all right. like it literally. And I only watched season 2 because of Steph's recommendation and of one or two other people who said, oh, season 2 is so much better than The Walking Dead right now. And boy, is it fucking not. It is just as stupid, just as many like stupid fucking. Now we're not talking about that.
Yeah, don't talk about that, Joe.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about Cheers, right?
Oh no, we're talking about Alf.
Moonlighting? Alf.
So
dude, likes to eat cats. Imagine that. He comes all the way across the galaxy.
Joe,
and we got cats on this planet like he's got on his planet. Imagine the odds. Cats are fucking everywhere.
Joe, I have to tell you something.
And they are delicious.
Joe, I have to tell you something. No matter how much we talk about Cheers, we still have to get through the episodes. You're just stalling.
We're not talking about Cheers. We're talking about Alf.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about Alf now. Okay, so Deke looks sad. Everyone looks sad. So Henry and Carol have an interaction that we wish one of them would be dead. And then I have the probably most fun I had with the entire episode, this scene right here.
This morning is to be our last.
Thou art last.
It'll be a fine morning indeed.
This is the last of shit.
It could be. For some of our ranks, I accept that.
I'm not accepting shit.
It's not simple acceptance.
Or
pessimism.
On the bench.
Yeah.
Not that.
This is like Dumb and Dumber on a fucking bench.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
I thought it was fitting.
Thou art a man sharpening an axe to wield at people in a gunfight.
That ain't
You art so slow.
That ain't
But
shit.
We're gonna win. No, I think you will be shot in the face, man. But we will be victorious. But no, bring a weapon that fires bullets, sir. No.
Thou art mortal, Joe. Thou art mortal.
Jerry, you are so fucking dumb. High five me. Oh, sorry. Fist bump me. Are you fucking kidding me? But we will be a pile of corpses before the sun has set beyond the forest through which we cannot see the trees.
And then she's fuck, y'all. So fucking and shit, fuck yeah. So I like Jerry.
I loved the word yonder.
Oh my goodness.
Yonder past the forest be some trees which I cannot seeth.
So we look over yonder, and Daryl and Rosita and Carol and Maggie and Rick and team are making the plan over here.
Road that way.
Yeah, if they're planning anything, we'll see it.
You think you can trust Gregory? That's what he told us.
I locked him up inside the house. He knew I wouldn't let him walk around
So
free.
stupid.
He knew he was coming back to that.
It's so stupid.
He doesn't believe in anything except himself. You got to believe in the Saviors a whole lot to send us into a trap and think of it.
Yo, Joe, you think it's stupid now, everybody that hasn't watched the episode yet. Oh, the stupid switch is about to go to you're gonna get the pissy pants city later, guys. Oh, this is gonna get stupid. We're not even begin to get drunk yet. Yo, we're getting dumb.
Oh my God, no! I'm drunk. All right.
Okay.
The last couple shots. Holy fuck.
Word on the street says, great name, the joking zombie Morgan hallucinated was about pathologically going for the Oscar or some crap the theater was corroding.
Why is he seeing all these stupid fucking asshole bad guys? This dude killed young Henry's brother, but I'm going to hallucinate him. Oh, the guy that was in charge of him before that let him kill poor Henry's fucking brother. I'll hallucinate him. No, come on. These people fucking deserve to die. And you should have walked up and put the fucking staff through Negan's head, you stupid fuck. God damn every single one of those weak ass cowardice fucking fucks, including Rosita, who now isn't gonna hit the bat when she shoots him in the fucking face. Like, just so stupid. Like, so stupid. Just so stupid. Everybody put your hands down. Peace. Fucking prosperize with new way life. Fucking asshole.
Clear.
Go kill that fucker. You know what? Go do exactly to him. Say, you know what? We're going to kill just one person here. Just one of you all gets to die, right? And that one person will get to usher in a new way of life and survivorship for all. I know survivorship, right? Yeah, neat. Yeah, it's stupid, right? But like, that's what we get when we bash this motherfucker's brains in and light him and his fucking stupid ass bat on fire here underneath this fucking tree with who hung these fucking plates?
Yeah, what's up with the plates? The convenient fucking plates.
Here? Jada must have been here. Jada was taking. That's what the black and white.
Her name is Ann, Joe.
Pictures.
Her name is Ann.
Okay, sorry. Ann was here. She take the black and whites were like pictures of like Ann fucking spread butt naked under the tree. That fucking, one of those fucking art zombie installations or some stupid shit. Like, who the fuck did that? Come on, just like. Really, and now in this time of the apocalypse, let me hang these stained glass. Let me make beautiful that which is not. For the rest of the time, Phil, for the rest of tonight, right? My drunk ass is noweth. What's his name?
Ezekiel.
Ezekielizing my speeches. Arr, drink. I don't know. I'm so fucking drunk, Phil. You're not gonna get. This is gonna be bad from this point on.
Here we go, Joe.
Dirty Logs has officially torn you a new asshole.
This is so stupid.
And,
I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Oh no, we all know what you're talking about, and David does too.
Fuck logic.
Yeah, fuck logic.
Fuck logic. Yes, thank you, David. Where's David?
David knows.
Where is he? Put him up.
David knows. Where's that? David's here. David's in the house tonight. We got the walking David here. David, what's going on? How are you feeling about tonight's episode, David? What'd you think?
Just shit my pants.
You shit your pants. Wow. Awesome. You really liked it. Yeah.
It's a little much, David.
It is.
Hey, you just got fucked by the truth.
Yeah. No, that's true. And anyways, I don't know, Joe. I'm trying. Corey Mitchell, I hope next.
I speaketh the fuck.
And then we get Negan popping up here for a second, and Negan talks some shit. Oh, Negan shows up eventually, and let's play this Negan clip. This is what Negan is.
Well, look at you. I
can feel you inside me right now.
Yeah, that's what...
Yes.
Leanna
you don't feel me yet, Negan, but you will.
Okay.
You will. You go to prison, motherfucker.
So that...
That ain't gonna be no fucking sweet hilltop prison. No. I'll come in for you every night, Negan. Oh, fuck you raw, Negan. That's what you're... It's not gonna be no fucking country club prison. No. You're gonna rot in jail like it was any other jail.
That's your Rick Grimes voice there? Rick Grimes. I'm Rick Grimes. I'm gonna make you toss my salad, Negan.
Oh yeah. He's gonna eat some asshole.
Okay, so
he will. I would. You know what? Fuck that. I absolutely would. I would go down there, right? Every night, and I would be like, here and morning and lunchtime, I'd be like, I'm gonna feed Negan. I'm gonna be the one. And I would make that motherfucker either starve or he would have to eat my fucking asshole out before he got a sandwich. That's right. That's right. That's what you get. That's what you get. In fact, no. That's for Scott Gimple. That's if I ever get Scott Gimple in my basement.
We've heard of T-Bone's basement. You want to get there. You don't want to get in Joe's basement. I'm giving
you don't want to get... Yeah, my basement's ready to go.
Yeah. I'm giving Leanna another spin for that amazing $50 super chat donation. It gets spin again one more time. Okay. So to continue with this show, word on the street says Eugene relied on every savior using fresh ammo and no one else test firing or practice rounds. The show has gotten weaker and weaker.
Not a single person.
Leanna Finn says, ew, gross. Where'd this go? Where'd this discussion go? Crazy. So cue the crazy Morgan music. Cue crazy Morgan music.
Morgan, what is it?
Morgan starts...
Someone's got to make it like a prison, Leanna. Someone. Otherwise, it's just what everybody really wants. A room to sit alone in and be left the fuck alone, right?
KK Cove says the Maggie screaming no scene was cringeworthy. She acted way too emotional when Herschel... She didn't act that emotional when Herschel or Beth died.
Yeah, no,
there were no tears and nothing.
It was fucking dumb. Glenn's been dead for a while now, right? And yeah, this is your best chance at revenge finally. But big deal, so you don't kill him right this moment. Like, take your fucking pistol out and shoot him in the face when you're all walking back to the fucking bus to get in to go home.
Maggie,
like, are you kidding me? You have an eternity. What makes... Okay, Rick gave a speech. Rick did this. Who the fuck is Rick? Rick is a crazy motherfucker who was out trying to go kill people instead of watching his son. Instead of making sure his son wasn't getting fucking eaten alive. Like, are you kidding me? No. What? There was no consequences for Rosita trying. Oh, well, what's her name died because of it, so that's all right. You know, that was the like, no, come on. Like, what's the consequence? Really, what's the consequence? Any one of these 30 fucking people walk up and shoot Negan in the face, even when he's in a prison cell. What's the... Oh, you're going to put me in a prison cell now? Okay, great, fine. At least Negan's fucking dead because fuck him and fuck everything he did to me.
But Joe, it's society.
No, yeah, and fuck you too, Rick, for not letting me kill Negan. Because what? Your revenge is the only thing that matters? The 300 fucking... How many saviors did we kill trying to get to him? Their deaths mean absolutely nothing now, Rick. Everybody else who died too, they died knowing you were going to go kill Negan. Like, are you kidding me? Another fucking TV show, another fucking movie, another whatever of all the fucking henchmen don't matter. And we can kill as many as them as possible. But the person that sent them to kill us, he gets to live. It is so tired. It is so fucking stupid. And I thought that all fucking ended with Jess Jones season 1.
Yes, I was sure I was going to do. Fuck yeah, damn. That was supposed to be... I finally caught a live video. Great to see you. I am Vintage Native. Awesome to have you in the live motherfucking chat courses. We give up. Okay, great. Here, we made you some macaroni necklaces, saviors.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Come short the fun.
Hey, we got new people to join us now.
Oh, teamwork.
Oh, and I'm sure all the fucking women who just came down and threw those mollies, they'll be psyched to know that the people who fucking killed their husbands and their sons.
Yeah,
and
you're
their
rebuilding their
brothers.
world. Yeah.
They get to live, no problem, side by side with you. Oh, maybe one of them's cute. Maybe you'll get a new husband. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? They're gonna be fine with this? Fuck that. Fuck that.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Fuck that. And all those people that came out of Alexandria burned the fuck alive, right? But Negan gets to live.
Yep.
But Negan, he gets to live with a little scratch in his fucking throat. Stupid. Stupid. You writers and you fucking producers are absolute trash. You are the trashiest fucking bullshit fucking crew. And yeah, I know that the guy that wrote this shit, right? He let the fucker live too. And I was just as disappointed then. But you have managed to increase the amount of fucking disappointment in which an already superior disappointment has been. I don't know how you did it, but you did. Oh, I know exactly how you did it. And if I want a refresher, all I have to do is watch that bullshit fucking last 3 seasons that you have fed to me. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's just absolute fucking stupid. And you all should be fired. You should be fired. And in fact, when you go to collect your last paycheck, I want the studio to turn around and say, no, sue us. We are going to spend $1 million fighting you picking up your last fucking $1,000 that we owe you just out of spite. Go fuck yourselves. You have ruined what could have been another 6, 7, 8, maybe more seasons of what could be good TV, and you have ruined it. You have pissed on it. You've pulled down your pants and wiped your ass, your shit-stained fucking ass all over its fucking face. The face of our viewers. And thank God some people still like it, and some people make videos about how great it is.
Oh, it's beautiful.
How wonderful of a thing they've just watched. And those people are absolute fucking
people.
Lemmings.
Yeah.
They're just lemmings.
Yeah, it's a good video game. It's a good video.
They are the herd in which we saw Rick point to, which I couldn't make out the first 2 times they showed it when they were walking across the hilltop. Like, oh, everybody, look at the vista. Have you ever seen it that big? Nah, man, but I sure do like it.
Callie, Joe would probably agree with you there too. But we have plenty of time to talk about that in the final season. Tyrion Jr., yeah, go Raiders. The only reason Negan is alive is because they're following the comic story, which isn't working. Tyrion Jr. says, well, The Walking Dead ain't no Game of Thrones. Oh, that's where that came from. I miss Rosita's short shorts. Okay, so let's continue with this episode. Maggie tells Savior Dude that you're not going to be my boyfriend, but you'll eventually be my boyfriend. And then Morgan says, I'm leaving, and he almost kills Henry and says, I'm crazy. I'm fucking crazy. Then him and Rick have a conversation where Maggie first tells the Savior guy, you're not coming and you're not helping out, even though I'm totally gonna be in a relationship with you next season. And then Rick and Morgan have a discussion about they have their final conversation where they talk about finishing it and
You've done plenty.
I have to.
Morgan.
Rick.
I have to. And I'm just yada-yadaing this. So we go back in on Eugene and the Purple Priest, and then we see Dwight and Negan's talking shit to Dwight. Finally, Negan's back in this episode, Joe. Let's listen to a little bit of Negan, because he's awesome.
Yeah, I've heard enough.
Disgusting knotted cheese on the side of your face. You once had these people's respect. But now...
Joe is going to do an interpreted dance based on Negan's dialogue. Wait. We got more here.
Bullet maker? Attaché in tow and order fulfilled PDQ as promised. Every munition personally quality controlled by yours truly. Sleep be damned and efforts be tripled. The deed is done. Take yourself a tester.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So, hey, Hannibal O'Neill in the live motherfucking chat. We got Thomas, we got Abigail, Callie, Kay Rich, Leanna, Cattigat in the live chat. Thank you for joining us. And I am Vintage, has been watching since season 1. I hate to stop watching, but this is just stupid. I think that verbalizes how Joe feels in a sentence right there. Stop torturing Joe, Phil. Stop torturing him. No. He has yet to become tortured. He's just thankful that there's no more shots being sent his way. Tom himself says, back in on Eugene and Negan talking, and we hear Eugene. This is Eugene being Eugene. Negan goes over there, and they have some stands there and goes. We have some dialogue interaction as he hands something to Negan. Eugene holds the dick bat, and Negan fires the gun to test it out, and he's happy. They talk some more, and Eugene is saying, "Negan, are you sure you want them all dead?" And Eugene is in agreement, and Negan is happy, and he gives a little smile.
Or Eugene could have just shot him in the fucking face right there and ended everything.
I don't think that was. I'm not gonna trash Eugene too much in this episode. Aside from the way he talks and he's annoying, he had a decent enough plan to
except if
all
any
the
one of the 100 people decided to try to shoot their gun before they got there. If any one of those people was like, "Oh, I really don't want to miss the little boys and girls that might be coming to fight us today, so I think I might take a little practice shot or two."
No, good point. Very good point.
And thank God none of them were using the bullets they still had, right? Because they weren't completely out of ammunition, but every single one of them,
G-Max says 3 seasons of build-up for that fucking finale.
That was stupid. It was stupid. It was just fucking stupid.
DJ Better says, "No, Joe, I respectfully disagree." And
What? What?
The bullets thing about you, maybe about what you were saying about Eugene. I'm not sure because we're on a little bit of a delay, so I'm not sure exactly. DJ, let us know in the chat what you disagree with Joe, because Joe loves when people disagree. Abigail says, "I never watched with you guys before, but I needed someone to rage with, and you guys are not disappointing." Thank you, Abigail.
Listen, you know what, DJ? I'm not in the mood for what other people call an argument, so please don't even tell me. Don't even tell me. Just your respect is noted. And good for you for speaking up.
Good for someone speaking up to disagree with Joe. Joe doesn't want disagreement tonight. Wow, that was so dismissive, Joe.
I thought it was maybe it was.
I don't want to read your concerns and questions. This isn't a dialogue. This isn't me arguing. This is me telling you.
Dictatorship, man.
This is me telling you why I'm right. That's what it basically was. It was, yes, Eugene could have shot Negan at that. Yes, Eugene could have shot Negan at that moment. I still love you. Eugene could not have shot Negan at that moment. But she still loves you.
I love you, Paul. Oh, Paul. Love you too,
Paul,
man.
super chat donation for $5. Broke says they were all out of ammo. Remember, they had a meeting saying the saviors were out of bullets, but then Rosita said that Eugene so they can get new ammo. Leanna says, actually, we all knew what Eugene was going to do, but I was half happy to see it. One of the 2 or 3 things I did like in this episode. So then we cut to Negan will return with Lizzie and Ralph. I wanted to read that like as Negan will return with Lizzie McGuire for some reason, Mike. I don't know why I read that comment like that. That would have been a much more interesting show. So then we go over to hashtag the Joe Tatership. So then we get the Negan prayer. We see Rick's group checking out the trap because they're trappers and seeing the whole setup. Let's see what Rick and his group have to say in the situation.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
This is the highlight of the whole episode, Joe. This Negan's prayer scene, man. How off the hook was it? The dialogue was like nothing I'd ever heard before. Negan's like next level creepy in this moment, dude. And we're like seeing the action unfold. Oh, next level awesome, amazing, fantastic, wonderful. Listen to Negan, dude.
Now, those men I sent out down there on that road, setting up that roadblock with the dead, not knowing they're joining their cold asses any second, because Rick and his band of pricks, we gotta hit them hard.
So stupid.
Corey,
Let me bad guy explain. Dude, I love that he jumps out of the car. He's like, no, it's almonds!
Corey Mitchell says, Joe, I'm going to argue with you. Wait, I give up. When I have a macaroni necklace right now. Sam's in the live chat. Great to see Sam. Skate says, I went to see it in an AMC theater. It needed more bang to it. If you're going to put up a finale in the theater, do it up. Let down. I agree. If you're going to do it, should have been a whole episode of what the middle of that episode was. Balls to the wall action beginning to the end. Rationalize being in the movie theater. And another spin for you for that $5 super chat donation. We got one more spin because it landed on spin again. Welcome to Team Negan. Oh, it lands on everybody drink. So wherever you are at, pick up your drink. Let's toast this to Paul for the super chat donation. Thank you so much to everybody. You were amazing.
What are you drinking? Coca-Cola?
I'm not drinking Coca-Cola. I'm drinking the new Game of Thrones beer, 10% alcohol, 10.7 beer. So I know it's not a shot, but it's pretty fucking strong beer. It's the Hand of the Queen beer. It's very good. If anyone is curious, and very drunky. Okay, so let's continue here. And so then we cut to everyone, wherever you are, let's toast your drink to Paul. Cut to Negan talking about why it's okay to be losing some of his people. Gabriel doesn't understand. And this, to me, was the dumbest part of the entire Walking Dead episode. And this is the writer's room going,
we have all this stuff going on in this episode. It might be kind of confusing for some people to figure out what's going on. So let's have one of our characters in a... What should we do?
I've got an idea. Why don't we have one of our characters ask Negan what's going on so he can explain it? So Gabriel says, I don't understand what's going on, Negan. Could you explain me the plan?
Some intel, make him think and get the jump on me. The thing is, it came from a less than reliable source, so if I were him...
So Negan basically explains everything to the audience directly through through Gabriel's dumbassery with the dumbest line I've ever heard Terry Gilliam, is that his name, deliver in a stupid way. He just goes, I don't understand.
It's almonds!
I don't understand what's going on. What's going on? I don't understand what's going on, Negan. Could you explain it to me, please, Negan?
I'll be scouting ahead, taking out that little roadblock crew is going to make Rick think he's got the real story, where I'll really be. They'll come to get me. See, that is the trap. And that is...
All of Rick's police training...
It's almonds!
All of Rick's police training out the window. He can't shoot to defend himself, and he conveniently runs out of bullets at the exact right time. And for everyone in the super chat donations, Joe and I both owe one bite of a sandwich as well. And I think Joe's preparing a sandwich as we speak, and he will run out to the kitchen for a moment and take a quick bite of the submarine. And if you haven't already, speaking of submarine sandwiches,
I prepare my sandwiches out here, but I eat them in the kitchen.
You do. You totally eat them in the kitchen. Joe, who doesn't like almonds, not almonds, almonds. So, almonds. I spy with my little eye a reason to start drinking. Felicia, drink it up, Felicia. Lots of love to Felicia in the live motherfucking chat.
Dude, I so wanted right after when it came back from, because it was like the big commercial, like cliffhanger, right? I wanted it to come back from cliffhanger, right? And I wanted more Gabriel to be laying on the ground, right? Going, it's not like the movies. That fucking hurt. Have his shoulder broken, his nose bleeding from fucking jumping out of the car, going probably faster than 30 miles an hour, because it's not like there's traffic. It's not like you're going to get fucking pulled over, right? Like, because I wanted him to be laying on the ground going, fuck. Why did I do that? And just have them all laugh at him. Like, yeah, jumping out of a car going. I remember Nick jumped out of the car once. We drove up to like a fucking like dead road in the middle of fucking Denver somewhere, right? We're like, yeah, this will be a good idea. Let's drive the car slow and like jump out of the driver's seat while we're doing it, right? Run alongside of the car and then jump back in, right?
Fucking
and we're taking turns doing this, right? But maybe the first or second time Nick went to go do it, he's in the passenger seat and he opens the door. He's like, all right, I'm ready. And I'm only going like 20. Maybe it was him driving and he's doing it from the driver's seat. I'm only going like 20, but like, you gotta like be running and hope that you're running at the right speed.
You
to like stay next to the car.
You dumbasses.
And then jump back in, right? But he jumps out, flat planted both fucking feet, and was like rah, boom. And he was pretty fucking fucked up. He was hurt from it. He wasn't like nothing broken, nothing bleeding, but like we were going pretty slow. We weren't fucking daredevils. We weren't going 30 or more down a fucking abandoned road. Like that shit fucking hurts. That's like have you ever like just been running and fell? How about walking and fell? How about, like, it fucking hurts. Fell down 2 stairs. Not driving 20 miles an hour, but fell down 2 stairs. The last stair. You stepped off the last stair that you thought there was maybe one more after or something. Or
Joe, you slip in the shower and land the wrong way. It hurts.
Right, man? That shit fucking hurts. This dude jumped out of a moving car and gets up and runs. He's blind. Don't forget he's blind. It's just so stupid. I wanted him to be laying there bloodied on the ground. Like someone to say, this ain't fucking TV, you idiot. And I'm going,
an even better way that could have ended is if Gabriel just jumped out and then they catch up to him and he's just dead. And they go, I guess you shouldn't try to do that. Like he just breaks his neck or something.
That would have been good too. His brains dashed across the fucking highway. Who jumps out of a fucking moving car? Kids, do not try this at home.
Joe, remember, Joe, and I don't want to talk about another ridiculous story because I think we've told this before, but we'll hold up. Remember when you, and I helped too, when we saved someone's life who got thrown out of a moving car and she was like covered from head to toe in blood. Joe and I were hanging out at a convenience store late at night eating a sandwich, and the car drove by at like 50 miles an hour. It was going pretty fast, and someone jumped out. What we saw jumped out, but we found out later got pushed out, landed on the road and skid about 25 yards down the road, and then got up and started to
curb.
Yeah, and then kind of got up and started walking towards us.
It was a van. They got thrown out of like the
was it a van or something?
Door of the van.
Yeah.
Yep. And she jumped out on her own to avoid being raped in the van.
Yeah, and we'll hold off on that story for we'll tell it on this month's Patreon cast.
Yeah, it was pretty surreal. And like all the other kids that were there.
Tell hold off on that. Hold on, we'll tell the whole story later. We'll hold up on that later. Let's
stay tuned to the end to find out the exciting
conclusion of what Joe and I did.
Yeah,
the rape van. Okay, so but needless to say, that was Dr. Joe at his best. So we cut to Negan talking about why it's okay. We cut to Morgan's voice as we see Morgan in the group killing some saviors, and Morgan has a vision of that other guy again. Off to Negan and Gabriel in the car. Negan, he jumps out of the car as Joe said.
Wait. Slow this part down, Phil.
Yep.
I'm gonna go make good on a sandwich.
Okay, you go make good on the sandwich. Patricia says,
Ow.
"I like the finale, Joe." I want to hold out on. I want to save your comment, Patricia, because I want to say that I want to save that for when Joe comes back. But I like the finale. I knew how it was going to end with Negan. What pisses me off was how they were treating better Negan than Daryl and Jesus being on board with Maggie. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck was that at the end of the episode? Okay, so Eugene and Gabriel have a conversation. And Eugene acts like a tough guy. I'm going to hold off on that until Joe gets back. But we go over to Negan and Gabriel in the car, and they all pull it off. So let's go into the live motherfucking chat and read some comments. Howling Wolf says, the writers have been so out of touch that I wouldn't be surprised if there were walkers snarling every time someone passes gas with the interpreter saying, I think we have scripts for next season. A chick who doesn't like violence, I can say without a doubt I would kill Negan if he did that to my loved one, says Callie. Keeping him alive is dumb. Someone should sneak into his cell and fucking kill him. That story is more interesting. Michelle Brown says the story that Joe and I were telling was more interesting. Sean Allen, watch How I Met Your Mother, but there is a code, or someone in the live chat can tell you. Yeah, Broke just said it. The whole Dwight and Daryl thing was to give us a happy ending, but this is The Walking Dead. They don't get, and we don't get what we want. We don't get happy endings. Yeah, happy endings doesn't make sense. Hey, great to see you, Bronk Irene Vlogs. Great to see you. The Trigger Man, how come Morgan can't imagine hot chicks? Oh my god, Negan's not dead. Yay, says Sam. Great to see you in the live chat, Bronk. So Negan with a bat and Eugene with a gun go after the blind man running in the woods. Eugene eventually catches up to Gabriel, and they have a conversation where in retrospect, thinking about the scene, it's really Eugene kind of saying, Gabriel, hold your horses. I have a plan. And he can't actually say this, but I guess this is... I'm not going to rewatch this episode, but I guess this is a small... I guess this is a small moment... I guess this is a small moment that dictates an interesting... I'd maybe want to watch this Eugene scene again with Gabriel, because I'd read it differently. With instead of Eugene acting like what I viewed as acting like a tough guy, he's basically trying to say, Gabriel, chill, dude. I got a plan. Chill. I got a plan. And Gabriel's like, I'm jumping out of the car. I'm out of here. I'm fucking up. And Eugene in this moment's trying to be like, dude, chill.
You can't do this. Shut your damn mouth, or so help me, I will use a homemade munition to crack your cranium right here, right now. Do you understand? Do you?
Yes.
Yes.
Look at you. Where does your faith go when you truly need it? Seems to me it's the only time worth holding on to.
You got the balls for all this, just turn and shoot Negan in the face.
Sorry, Eugene.
So, true, I didn't see that. And
That gets him killed, though, I guess.
Lots of love. I'm going to give a shout out to Broke Irving Vlogs in the live motherfucking chat. Lots of love to you, dude. And thank you for coming in and checking out the live stream. Alvin Sit, the Maggie arc is just going to be terrible. And did Maggie ever resign a contract? No, not yet. So apparently she is going to be back next season, but maybe her
Resign, not resign.
Oh, did she ever re-sign a contract? No, not that I know yet. But I do think it doesn't seem like they're going to write off her character, but if they do a time jump, they can always say she died in childbirth or died off screen somewhere or something. So if they do the time jump, which I think most people think they're going to do, that gives them some room to not sign some people and sign some other people and just yada yada their deaths or their whatever. This show needs a burst of unstable prods to show up. Not sure, lady. No, Eugene. No one understands you, Felicia. I'm never going to conform and watch The Walking Dead, but I still watch Phil and Joe rant about it. Lana says, I'm just so pissed Rick did not kill Negan after I thought 10 seconds he did. Yeah. I just hate the whole episode. What's worse than The Walking Dead now or the ending of The Sopranos? Walking Dead now. Walking Dead now, 100%. Johnny Rico, Broke Blackman, that's because there was nothing to lead to that, and Ray just pulls out a crap out of their asses. Why don't you, me, and Joe do together in the same room? Oh, why don't you and Joe make videos together as in the same room? Do you live in different states? No. Joe, we do. Sometimes I can get Joe to come over here, but
why do we need to be in the same room?
Yeah.
Does this new format? It's like we're sitting.
We're sitting in the same room. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Like it's certainly like when you watch I don't know if in your area they do like the sports channels do like their local radio show but on TV.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They're all in the same room, but like they sit so far away from each other, and the camera what's the difference? Nah.
Yeah, Joe wouldn't be able to have as much fun if he was here.
If we were in the same room, I'd have to buy beer for Phil too.
Yeah, he'd have to feed me beers too.
I ate a beer,
and give me sandwiches and stuff too. He doesn't want to come over. But a couple times a year for live watches, we get Joe over. But for the podcast, it's just easier for him to. I'm less likely to get him on the show if I'd have to add the caveat that he'd have to come here too. I'd get Joe once a month if I made him come here. Okay, so Eugene and Gabriel have a conversation. He's a tough guy, blah, blah, blah. So then Negan is like, I'm going to take dibs, and seems like he's going to kill Gabriel. He bashed him in the gut, but nothing really comes of it, and just kind of goes on with that. Then we get Jesus giving Morgan a speech. Is that what happened there in this next scene?
Which ultimately may not be safe for the people you're trying to keep safe.
Don't hit him with the pointy end.
It's a conundrum.
Hit him with the soft end, the rounded end. You don't have to die, but maybe I'll plot to kill Rick later.
If a scene makes you say, yeah, and DJ is absolutely right. If a scene makes you say, holy crap, it should not be taken back after the commercial break. And that's what this whole episode leads up to with that Negan scene. So just to speed things up a little bit, Jesus gives him a speech and goes yada yada. And then we get Tara for a second, and where we get this line right here.
Saviors!
Yelling that the saviors are coming, but to me this sounds like let me do this again.
How did he save his life with the fucking open neck wound like that? Like, oh, the doctor brought his on-field battle med kit ready to go, to suture people up, and only has Negan to worry about. Of all those fucking bullets, how many people are laying out in the field right now that did get shot that are laying there going, I'm fucking dying, but save Negan's life. Don't save the 30 henchmen that did get shot, that have open wounds in their hands, that are bleeding out, that arteries all over here are destroyed from fucking bullet and gun shrapnel. Fuck them. Worry about saving Negan's life now. And if you have your hand up and it's to stop the bleeding, maybe you should leave it up.
And I love this line right here. Savior! Mount up. It was a clear black moon. A black moon.
Stupid.
So then we.
Phil, this is just a stupid show.
But the whistles are.
Oh God, the whistles.
Here we go, Joe. The whistles.
It's creepy now too. Oh my God.
The whistles, Joe.
Oh my God.
Joe, let's break up this monotony and hear some horrible things about ourselves here, and let's bring on our good buddy Jay. What's going on, Jay? How are you doing tonight, buddy?
Hey, what's up? I have a question because I'm a little confused about the beginning conversation. Is there now like a civil war going on between like Maggie and Daryl and like versus Rick or something? Are they now at odds with each other? That girl in the super chat, they gave a $50 donation. You should give her a chance to like name a show to recap or something. And she donated $50.
I know, that's fucking awesome, and she did say she wants us to do Game of Thrones stuff. So we'll get on that. Thank you, Jay.
Which we should be doing right now instead of this.
And Quixote, wow, a wild, holy shit! If we can get back on now.
I've been in the chat. The chat's still going.
Okay. Are we streaming again? Let's see. Let's see if we're streaming again in a second.
Yeah, we're streaming again.
We're back. Are we back? Was I able to fix it? Was I able to come back? We're back because Joe can't get away from talking about this episode. So I'm not letting Joe escape. Basically, my internet router sparked. A spark came out of the back of the router, and it shut down. The lights dimmed in this. Scott Gimple and The Walking Dead are attacking me. They know what we're doing, Joe, and they want to get us the hell out of here. But hopefully, we're back on the air. We're back going, and sorry about that little bit of a break. Hopefully, if you're watching this video later, the live motherfucking chat kept you entertained for enough time during that to rock you through a break. And we're back, and obviously a little off kilter because I'm like drunk trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. But let's get back into this episode, Joe. So right at this point, we start to hear the whistles. Oh yeah, the whistles are going. Whistle while you work. There we go. Whistle, baby.
Of American Express.
Oh shit! Ah! It's a good rockin' tune. I like it. Okay, stop it! Ah! Evil.
And the rain came.
Rain came in Georgia. Okay.
Said, hey, buddy.
So let's continue here, and let's get back into this fucking episode. Sorry, I'm trying to get back in the live motherfucking chat. Now you're just being scary, Joe. Stop, you're freaking me out, man. You're freaking me out. Okay. Jay says he wishes he could whistle like Joe. Okay, I was creeped out by the whistle. Yeah, I'm trying. Did I answer his question before we went? Yes. Ultimately, it seems like there is a backstabby situation going on with the Legion of Doom, that there seems to be a civil war going on within our group, Joe. And you think that's going to be a big dynamic for next season, or you don't even give a fuck?
I don't even give a fuck.
Yeah.
That to me is stupid as well. Why she thinks she has to get all secretive and make this fucking weird fucking stupid shit in the dark room with Daryl lurking creepily in the corner is so fucking ridiculous and so fucking stupid. I have no words to express it past that. It doesn't even warrant much more time. It's just fucking stupid. Like, just go up and shoot fucking Negan. That's it. Why did you even wait? Why are you back at Alexandria? All right, I'll take him in. Bang. Sorry, Rick. Go fuck yourself. This ain't no fucking dictatorship. Dude, I lost 2 brothers in this war fighting because you're a fucking dick and couldn't just give in to Negan's will. So, fuck you. Just fuck you. Fuck you for Abraham. Fuck you for Glenn. Fuck you for your own fucking kid, even though it was your own kid's fault that he died. You know, fuck you for all the men that died over at the fucking waterfront village, whatever the fuck they are. You know what? Fuck you for Dwight.
Fuck you.
Fuck you for both other doctors that died. Fuck you for Tobin.
Fuck you for your irresistible face. Fuck you for existing in the worst place.
Fuck you for Sasha.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get off.
Fuck you for Tara's fucking girlfriend.
Okay.
Fuck you for all the fucking henchmen that fucking died today and in every episode this season.
So
fuck you.
Fuck you, you motherfuckers. Fuck you. Okay, so then we get into, after all of that bullshit, yeah, fuck you, whoever Joe's yelling at, says Felicia.
Rick. Because Negan gets to live, so we can show people that, you know, you just rot in prison.
Show people that...
No, they're going to have they're not that many fucking prison cells. They're going to get fucking overcrowded. How many people are they going to throw in prison? If you don't do what Rick says, you get thrown in prison?
Of all the characters... Of all the characters who would want to kill Negan, it would have been Carl. He grew up in a harsh environment, saw horrible things. Paul Q says, they got 50 guys with one hand. DJ says, and now probably a half a season will be spent on the Legion of Doom story. And it's going to be fucking stupid.
It's going to be fucking stupid. It's going to be so fucking stupid. And if this was fuck faces, not fuck face number 1 that's going over to the fear, but the new showrunner's idea, like, just at least set me up with this, then fuck her, and she's fucking stupid. And if it was the other fuckface who was like, fuck the nude bitch that's taken in charge, I'm going to set her up with this.
There's a lot of fuckfaces.
Fuck him even more. Fuck them both. Fuck them both that this is where they decided to leave us. They are fucking assholes, and they have no business. I don't care what they did in the past. I don't care what they may do in the future. As far as I'm concerned, neither one of them should have a future in the fucking show business whatsoever after what they've done to this goddamn fucking show. Fuck them both. They should be fired both. They should both be fired.
And Joe, then we get a Tara scene. Let's listen to what Walking David thought about the Tara scene.
They're never given a job again. They want jobs. They can go get them at fucking corner sub shops delivering food through an Uber app. Go fuck yourselves, you stupid fuck faces. Fuck faces.
Let's listen to David's thoughts on the Tara scenes.
I shit my pants, and it's Tara's fault.
Yeah, pretty much. Tara sucked this episode.
I just shit my pants because of Tara.
The life out of the room, the life out of every scene she's been in since the day we fucking saw her playing with her fucking gun in fucking the governor's face. She has been useless. She has been nothing but a fucking hot bag of fucking wind who can't do anything right and hasn't done anything right since the day she fucking showed up on this show. God, I wish she had died already. They should have bashed her fucking brain in, not Abraham's.
Would have been far more interesting of a show. Okay, so then we get the red machete, but I missed it. So then we go on Rick and his groups, and Nick's yelling at Negan to get out here, you coward, and face me. And we get a shot of Negan with the sky behind his head. And I have to say, good shot. Visually, it was a cool shot. We see the clouds in the background with Negan's head.
Would have been better if the shot had gone through his fucking skull in the shape of like a 9mm.
David, we played a couple of ones earlier too. If you're looking for some sound clips, we played a couple of clips earlier in the show. We had a whole conversation with you, David. So Sean Allen says, from the Savior's point of view, Rick Grimes is bearded, mullet-rocking psycho with zero regard for the safety of others who roams the country slaughtering people at will. And did no one drop F-bombs, really? Noise. And Tom's flirting with Felicia in the live chat. Oh, God. I love our live motherfucking chat. You guys are some of the best people in the world. I love listening to you guys talk, watching you guys talk. It's more entertaining than The Walking Dead here. So then we see more faces, and it's talk, the Itchy and Talkie Show.
Hey, Bush. How about you step out and face us?
Oh, I am everywhere, Rick. Some more bullhorns, more walkies.
Yeah, good thing. I love that they got all the speakers. What do they have? Bluetooth set up?
Yeah, they have Bluetooth set up.
All the woods around them from all angles.
Whale Joe. Apparently, the intellectual stimulation of the negative power of Best Buy caused me to be able to hook up.
Echo.
We'll be live in a second again. Hey, I think we're live again. So basically, sorry to everyone especially the people that are watching this live and anyone who's actually to everybody everywhere that happens to be watching this at some point in time. Basically, what's happening is my router's power thing is all fucked up, so it's shutting off intermittently right now. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to try to
keep those super chat donations.
Yeah, so keep those super chat donations coming because I need to buy a new router. But no, basically what I'm going to do is try to sit.
No audio.
Try to sit as no video. Try to sit as still as possible.
Oh, some can hear you. Some.
Can you? You're back. You can hear me? Okay. So refresh. If anyone is anywhere, anyone can hear me, please refresh. It should be better. Basically, my router is on its last legs, and I'm gonna need to replace it this week. So I need to not move. I have to stay as still as possible so it doesn't shut off again. And can you see Joe now? Here we go. We got Joe. I think we got Joe back in the live chat. So everyone, thank you so much for the people that are watching us right now. Thank you so much for the patience as I figure out these technical difficulties. And they're not the fun kind of technical difficulties. Okay.
They never are.
Yeah. Basically, the best season 8 episode 16. Basically, I do think it's AMC and The Walking Dead that's hacking into our broadcast. Let's.
I do too. We've been talking a lot of shit tonight. We've been talking a lot of shit for the last few weeks, seasons, and we've been going hard on the Gimp Pimple and all the rest of those little fucking minions. Yeah. And maybe they should be fucking slaughtered like he did to Negan's people.
Yeah.
Watch, man. This shit's gonna get shut down again because that fucker can't handle it. You could tell he's a sniveling little fucking bitch. You can tell every time he's been on the fucking Walking Dead, the way he sits there with his snide little fucking nose in the air. Fuck that fuck. I want to see fucking that little shit that hosts that show get up and fucking take his dick out and smack it across Gimple's face and tell him he's a bad little shit.
Bad
Gimple. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Bad Gimple.
That's what I want. But no, him along with the rest of the little fucks out there, they want to just kiss his ass, pucker up to that big little fucking chocolate starfish and lick up in there real good. Make sure that Gimple knows so we can keep his little fucking talk show going. Fuck that. Go back to At Midnight, get back to Comedy Central, and leave these fucking losers in the dust. Fucking unreal how fucking shitty this goddamn show is.
Okay, as I try to stay still and yes, drink every time I move. Let me try to speed things up just so we can get through this before I get disconnected again. But as long as we can keep getting back on, I guess it's not too bad. Patricia says, "Yup, Madman Martz." Oh, great to see the Madman Martz in the live chat. The funny thing I'll talk about at the end of this episode with the Madman Martz. I was in a game with him with some people that weren't ready for the Madman. They were like, "Oh my God, you're crazy."
He's crazy.
Oh, he's like crazily sane though, because he like snaps right into it. He's not like you can't have a real conversation with him, but when the game mode's on, he like turns the hat around.
Oh no, yeah. It's like a switch, man.
Yeah, it's a switch.
He feels that Jason coming on. Oh,
yeah,
man,
yeah. And some people are like, "Oh my God, you're out of balance." I think it's hilarious. But anyways, okay, so let's go back to singled out, says Mike. Okay, so then Eugene's bullets explode in the gun, and Negan's hand explodes. It was all a big setup for Rick's group. Rick's group charged the battlefield, and Negan wants to get at Eugene, but Gabriel tackles him, blindly tackles him, and Dwight and him go after Negan, but Negan runs away. Maggie's a killing machine. Michonne's a killing machine. And then we cut to Enid and Tara in the woods because we need to touch base with them to show those other characters that are
saw Enid, really?
Yeah, Enid for like 2 seconds in the woods. And Quixote, great to see Quixote in the live chat. She's like, "You move."
Weirdo.
She's like, "You move. Don't move."
I don't know what she's doing there.
What?
She doesn't belong there.
Enid. Come on, she's your favorite, dude. She's gonna sing you a song.
No, she's a creep. She's a weirdo.
I
don't know what she's.
I don't know
doing
what
there.
the fuck she's doing.
She don't belong there. She don't belong there.
I should. I'm speechless. I'm actually so afraid to move right now for it to be disconnected again. Okay, so then we cut back to the group, and then Eugene. He looks like he's about to get fucked, but Rosita saves his ass without knowing that he screwed them over, or assuming it. So why didn't Rosita just let Eugene die there? She's a lot of talking a fucking gun, and then Morgan is on the field and does not have.
Why isn't Enid dead? Because nobody would give two shits if they killed her. So there's no need to kill her.
Who is Enid? Enid is Carl's girlfriend, Sam. If you remember, Carl's wannabe girlfriend.
I think Sam's joking.
JSSing, Sam. JSSing.
She's just JSSing off there in the side.
Yeah. Yeah, she's JSSing all up and down the street, dude. So then we get Tara and the rest blowing up some fuckers, charging in, and we see the Oceanside people are throwing fire bombs in, and awesome. Did not see that coming.
I want to see Carl's letter to her. I want to see, I want her to open up the letter and it'd be like, Enid, I never got to tell you, but I figure I'm dying now, Enid. And I know, Enid. I should have told you.
Does Carl sound like Rick now?
Yeah, because he's gonna get all grown up in a second, so it sounds like his dad, right? I should have told you that all I wanted to do, Enid, was pull my peck out and rub it all over your face while I pulled your hair, maybe with some pigtails or something like that. But no, now I'm dying and I'll never get to taste that sweet pussy of yours, Enid. But you could have been nicer. You could have just JSS'd me up in my bedroom for a little bit.
Just JSS over there.
You had to be a douchebag and go all douchebaggery.
JSSS to the left. JSSS to the right. JSSF all up in me.
They could have at least let Carl lose his
tonight. JSSS tonight.
Katie, get in here and take a shot.
Joe needs a shot. Give Joe give the man his money. Give the man his money.
Someone donate so I can shoot.
The Walking David can feel you inside of him now. Right.
Oh, the Walking David, you'll feel me inside of you. You'll feel it. You'll feel it. They were talking about me when they were looking off that hilltop. They were talking about me.
Oh, Joe. The Walking Dead lost its mojo when Gimple took over. Stop, Joe. You're giving Tom a boner. Porn music. The Walking Dead XXX. Antovia says, no, please, no.
It happens. You don't be ashamed.
Please, no letter to Enid.
Don't pull down your pants and you rub it all over.
Don't give
someone's
Enid
face.
Wait, is this podcast becoming PG-13? Wait, I thought this podcast was PG-13. Wait, is Joe drunk yet? Not yet, Mel. Mel, I hope Mel maybe right now or very soon is going to Vegas. So I hope Mel has a very awesome time in Vegas and hang out in the lazy river and have some fun. So we cut over to Tara and let's listen to what Tara has to say.
No.
Tara says,
no.
Wait, Joe.
No.
What's Tara have to say, Joe? Wait, Tara, talk to us. Talk to me, Tara. What are you saying? Oh, sorry.
Right.
That was supposed to.
Infection from the dirty fucking blood-soaked
I
Rick
shit my
Hand
pants,
glass.
and it's Tara's fault.
Stupid.
Yep, it is. Fuck Tara.
I just shit my pants because of Tara. Enid is like if AIDS had legs.
David, that's
he even had to laugh at that.
Yeah,
shit.
David could handle it right there. I gotta cut that better. Sorry, David, but still. David's point notwithstanding, I think he may have some points there.
Turtle.
So sorry, I'm laughing my ass off. Oh, awesome! Mel is in her hotel room in Caesar's Palace right now. Make sure you fucking go to a lazy river.
Why the fuck are you watching us and not fucking listen?
Listen to Joe.
Listen.
Joe's gonna tell you. Joe's gonna tell you about life.
Mel, where?
She's in Caesar's.
Caesar's Palace. Go out the door.
Joe, I'm gonna go get a beer. You tell her what to do at Caesar's Palace.
No, she wants to leave Caesar's Palace. Right to the front door. Go out there. You want to go out to the strip. Okay. I believe from Caesar's Palace, we're going to take a left, right? You go up the strip. You're going to see circus up there, right? You're going to see Palms on the right. But the most important part of this whole journey, right, is as you're walking up the strip.
Right? You're still okay.
You're gonna listen for the.
Oh yeah, the cards, yeah.
And you're gonna collect a card from each one of those
and give them to
guys
Joe,
and send it to Phil to give to me.
Okay, fair enough. Send them to our P.O. box, and you can find that in the description box below. Okay, so we cut to Tara blowing some fuckers up. So then we go to please don't stop, don't kill us. The saviors stop, and Maggie's like, I want to kill you all, but whatever. And then there's suddenly a blue window thing hanging on a tree, and we flash over to Negan. What? And Joe said that at the beginning of the show, but what the fuck is that glass thing? Was that glass thing literally hung by the writers of this episode? Oh, we need Rick to stab Negan with something.
It needs to be a set. It needs to be some sort of semblance of God, of stained glass window of a church. And then we bring it over to fucking stupid fuck in his burnt out church a few minutes later. In case you didn't get the fucking connection. It is so fucking stupid. It is so fucking stupid.
It's so clumsy and obvious, dude. It's
fucking insulting. And how dare you shithead asshole fucking writers, with your attempt at some sort of fucking artistic integrity. It falls short on dead fucking ears. On, living fucking Negans. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
go fuck all your pens. Go bundle them up.
That's
go take
screenwriting.
Take whatever elastics you bought at Staples when you bought those worthless fucking pens you used to write this shit with. Bundle them all together and jam them so far up your ass and Gimple's ass that we can literally hold you both up and do curls with you. You fucking assholes. You stupid shit.
What did you think? What did you think? What did you think? Was it all right or did it drive you to
ass to ass, baby. That's what we deserve from you writers. Ass to ass with a bundle of fucking Bics. Paper mates, yes. Mate, you two fuckers together. Fucking assholes.
Sam says, very articulately said Joe. Walking David, how did Gabriel get into the center of the church all by himself? Also, who keeps giving Gabriel these clean priest costumes?
Right? Like, where the fuck is he doing his laundry? He's getting this shit pressed. Like, that shit is made out of, like, wool, I think, or something. Like, it's not, like, cheap linen. It's not, like, or, like, cheap cotton shit. Like, priest clothes are expensive. They're like all at least all the people in the Vatican are designed by like Versace.
Joe, you want to hear something
expensive?
Joe, you want to hear something really weird? I think it was Blair, someone in one of the comment sections, and if I'm blaming this on the right person, sent a link to say, hey, listen to this. I bet it'll make you guys laugh. It was us talking about a season 5 episode where both of us were so high in this episode. You, the second line of this podcast, said, wow, there's so many amazing things to talk about in this show. And just to look at this 3 seasons later, it was just interesting to listen to this podcast. I almost want to get it up and play it for a second. I'll do it before I almost out of context. Cut. I almost want to get it up. I almost want to
Maybe we should do that as a off-season thing. Give you time to prepare and get some clips up from some earlier shows where we were just really enthused.
And really I also want to read something before I get back into the end of this recap. I want to read. I can't believe it. Last week I was watching The Talking Dead. Don't ask me why. I wanted to watch Simon there. I must like to hurt myself. Masochistic. And they get to the point finally to talk about how much time has passed since Glenn was killed. Simon and Rosita are there talking about, and Chris Hardwick asked the question, and Rosita about how much time has passed. And Rosita turns to the actor that plays Simon and goes, do you know? because they didn't tell us how much time has passed. And people wonder why their performances are disconnected this season. It's because they have no clue how much time has passed. They don't know anything about where they are in this fucking universe. And Rosita said it in passing, laughing about it. We just don't know. We don't even know how much time's passed. Well, and they asked
how stupid the fucking writers are.
Yeah, and they were laughing about it, but that's how much in the
How
dark.
unprepared can you make your fucking cast for the role that they're supposed to be playing? What's my backstory? Who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's George Lucasing you. That's Phantom Menacing you right there. That fucking sucks.
dumb.
It's where's my motivation, George? Hey, motivation doesn't matter. Just play it. We'll fix it in post. It's one of those kind of things. These actors are asking questions about how much time's passed, what's going on, and the answers are, don't worry about that. That's not important. Just play the scene. Okay, like, fuck you. Fuck that shit, bullshit crap. In acting, it's important to have performances to be connect, that you have something called a moment before. That's one of the things that's important in the Stanislavski acting method, which is probably one of the best, or Meisner or whatever. People are like, what the fuck are you talking about? But whatever. Let's just say one of the big things about acting is you ask the magic, like, what if, or the moment before. What would I be doing the moment before this event in the scene happened? So it prepares you for what the fuck's going on in the fucking moment of the scene. And they don't even know that. They
have no timeline.
They have no timeline.
This could be fucking 6 months. They have no idea. And that's just it. Like, it's obviously can't be that long. Maggie is definitely nowhere near showing.
No, she's not even. She's so not showing, Joe. There's nothing going on there.
All she did was show up at the hilltop, like sit down in a fucking room and just start gorging, making everybody bring her fucking food and barking out orders. She's not even pregnant. She's not even fucking pregnant. Or it's only been a week.
Yeah. And David, I know I'm talking about acting, but you
And
know,
if it's only been a fucking week, then yeah, she should be fucking pissed. Glenn just got his brain bashed in. A week is not enough time to mourn. So either she should get the fuck over it and it's been a year or some shit, or it's been like a week and she should be downright pissed and be shooting at fucking Rick just as much as Negan in this moment.
And that's why her performance is so fucking uneven, Joe, because at one moment she's playing like it's been months and months and months and she's over Glenn. The next moment she's playing like it just happened a fucking second ago. Which fucking thing did it happen? We don't fucking know. Walking David says, get out of here, Tara. Now remember, your motivation is to look like a boy with tits. Go! I mean, what the fuck is go? But like with all this shit, they don't know where they are, when they are, so their performances are fucking bullshit. There's no substance there. It sucks, Joe, and it stinks and it sucks and it stinks and sucks.
If it hasn't been that long, then no. Every single one of these saviors needs to die. There should be no pen. They all were culpable in hurting us together, and hurting us in front of Negan, and getting my husband and Abraham killed like that. No, we don't put them in a fucking pen. We put them in a pen only to shoot them one at a time and make them all run around and cower behind dead bodies, or to just shoot a fucking few of them and make them kill the zombies before we just shoot them anyway.
Atari,
like, are you kidding me? It's so stupid.
Atari Dad says, had to be more like a month or two, had to prepare for the war. I'd love to believe that, Atari Dad, and you're probably right in real life, but the real thing here is no one knows, because the writers aren't actually telling you how much time has passed. They're not deciding that because they don't give a shit about anything making sense. And that's the biggest problem right now, because if you're trying to do a show like The Walking Dead is trying to do right now, the substance-filled show with all these checks and balances and all this sort of shit, these deep monologues for everything to mean something. If you want to do a show like that, you have to actually give a fuck and be good enough to pull that crap off. And you're not. And I'm not saying you're just not that kind of show. You're not that kind of staff the way you're putting together, or you don't have that kind of direction coming from the top. And the fact that your actors don't know where the fuck they are is just indicative of the whole fucking problem. The whole kitten douchebag caboodle. Oh my goodness gosh. As Tom's trolling the chat by saying Walking Dead right now is better than Game of Thrones. Cadigan, we got Cadigan in the live chat. I love you guys. People are saying Murphy, Brown, Beckett talk, Becker talk. Stop this shit. So please don't shoot us as these people, as the saviors turn themselves over to Maggie. So it's fight time between Negan and Rick, and they fight, and because Rick conveniently runs out of bullets again right before he is ready to shoot Negan. As Stephanie said, he wastes a bunch of bullets shooting at nothing, knowing he can't hit him, so that he runs out of bullets right when he gets to him, so we can get a fucking fist fight. What the flying fuck burger are we watching?
As soon as I heard, I was like, oh my god, another fight to the death, and then boom, another fight to the death, and he gets cut in the throat after some. Oh, it's just so stupid. How does he survive a fucking throat cut open like that in the zombie apocalypse?
It's fucking bullshit.
No infection. Like, let's waste all these antibiotics on this fucking scumbag so he can rot in jail. And then waste food on him so he can rot in jail.
Felicia, don't retract that. The Walking Dead has become the A-team. I just wouldn't insult the A-team like that. At least the A-team, you know what you're in for. They don't even embrace.
Every episode, you had someone dive tackle a bad guy.
Yeah. In a slow motion thing. I gotta make sure I don't move too much because I don't want this podcast disconnected again. Even my
gotta hurry up and finish it.
David said, even my dad said the writing was weak. I can feel him giving up. So they tricked us for 10 seconds. Oh yeah, we're gonna get that in a second. Sean Allen says, you can have such a deep knowledge of the show if you didn't like a show, and when it's bad, you feel disappointed in the quality you're given when it just doesn't live up to the older episodes. And that's true, Sean, because The Walking Dead established itself as a certain kind of show, and it did what it was doing well. Was it ever gonna win awards or be considered high art television? No, but it was entertaining, kept you engaged, and kept you caring about these characters and what happened to them next. And then it got full of itself, started smelling its own farts, wanting to be thought of in the same category as the Breaking Bads and the Game of Thrones and the Vikings and the fucking Mad Men even of the world as a great dramatic show of its age. So because we're like, well, we have some real drama in here, and we did it once or twice, and it worked out. So they decided in a very Gimple-like move, or Gimple's whole mindset was to come in and raise the bar of the entertainment on The Walking Dead and make it a little deeper. So we started to focus more on character paths and these deep monologues, and slowly but surely, what everyone loved about The Walking Dead disappeared step by step, day by day, week by week. Less of what we loved about The Walking Dead. And not everybody, I know there's people that still love the show, but I'm saying the people that love the old show and what it was for 5 seasons, 5 or 6, or I'd say 5.5 seasons, what it was when it started to shift over in mid-season 6 and then season 7 and what we got this year, it kept giving us, or for me, it gave us a moment here and there of the old show we loved, but eventually more and more disappeared until we now get this show that wants to be deeper than it is. It's like that weird hippie guy that you trip with, and he thinks he's being deeper than he is because he's like, oh my God, I understand the universe. It all connects, and I'm fucking one with the word. No, you're not. You're just on fucking mushrooms, dude. Shut the fuck up. You know, like, and you're not, and be just that cool guy that cracks jokes and stuff. You know, be that show that does zombie kills well, that does intense action well. You're not a deep drama, dialogue-based show. You're never going to be that. Stop it. Stop now. This is an intervention. Kristen, whatever your name is, if you're working on this show, you're the new showrunner. I don't care what you do story-wise. Just get back to basics here, okay? Get back to making the show fucking fun. Fuck, dude, Joe. Fuck, dude. Fuck, man. Sorry,
fuck dudes.
My rant time. Okay. So, I am Vintage Native says, I don't even know if I'm tuning in next season. I don't think Joe would if I'm not going to force him to do at least season 9, part 1. So then we get fight time, and they fight, but it's too close and too weirdly filmed to actually tell what the fuck's going on. And except we know that Rick's losing. And Negan starts talking to him. And then we get Negan's speech, Joe, and I'm going to make you listen to it because this is our last episode of the year.
I've listened to all of them so many times.
Let's listen to one more, dude. And Negan says, I made a choice.
That was bullshit. I made a choice. I just didn't want to kill a kid's dad in front of him. Turns out that would have been the best thing I could have done. Had I done it, the kid might still be alive.
You're beat.
Your people are down. I'll get out of it.
And let's continue.
It's just you and me, Rick. And you are torn open. I am bigger. I am better. And I got a bet. We can have a future. I know I will.
Yeah, eat glass, bitch.
Give me 10 seconds so I can
So yeah, Rick conveniently positions himself right at that window that just happens to be hanging out on the tray. He killed 2 people in front of Carl. Who writes this, says Callie. And Rick says you're done. And then we get the Carl's right. Carl is right, dude.
9. Carl said it doesn't have to be a fight anymore. He was wrong. H. No. He was right.
And then it comes to this. I'm going, okay, how's Negan going to get out of this? We know Negan's going to survive. And I'm in this, Joe. I am in this moment. And Negan gets his fucking throat cut, which is a piece of glass. I don't even care at this moment, Joe. I'm going to take you into my emotional moment during this episode. I didn't even care in this moment that it was a big setup and all this Negan dialogue. I'm like, okay, Negan's going to survive. I know how he's going to survive. I'm watching this. How is it going to happen? What's going to happen in this moment? Rick takes the glass out of the conveniently placed glass window in the middle of the fucking woods or in the middle of the landscape, and he slashes Negan through the throat. I was flabbergasted, man. I was like, holy fuck, they killed Negan. Wow. So amazing. Joe and I are going to have to come out here and say, wow, The Walking Dead kicked ass in finishing off this Negan arc. No, understanding that people didn't like Negan.
I would have, Phil. I would have been,
dude,
like,
I would have
fucking
too.
Awesome.
Yeah, Joe, let's simulate this for a second. What would you have said at the beginning of this podcast if Negan had died in that moment?
Finally, they killed him. Ding dong. I can't.
You can't do it. You can't simulate excitement. I'm trying to simulate what us excited about this episode would have been. But you had it. I said it many times. I'll say it again. You had it in your hand, Walking Dead, and you blew it. You had it so fucking close, guys. What the fuck, man? I want to come here and argue with Joe and tell him that the show was good. I do. It makes a better show than both of us going, yeah, it sucked. Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, it sucked. When Joe and I are against each other and we're arguing about something, I live for those moments. Not the simulated, like, oh, let's just disagree with each other. Let me play devil's advocate to get Joe on a rant. Not that bullshit. I mean, when we legitimately disagree about something, tune back to Walking Dead Season 5, some Sons of Anarchy stuff, some Game of Thrones stuff. You'll hear Joe and I get into some serious arguments sometimes about our disagreements about a show where it gets heated and uncomfortable when you see comments go, this is a real negative, weird podcast.
We're both on board here.
Because you and Joe argued, and I don't want to see mom and dad fight. I've seen those in the comment section. Joe and I get at each other, but I think both of us, as we've been fucking best friends for, I don't even want to say 20 plus 20, 25 plus years, however long we've been friends. We're like 90 now or something. We've been friends so long. We can argue and fucking tell each other, go fuck yourself and fuck your mother, Joe. I don't give a fuck about you. No, your mother's really nice. Go fuck a fucking horseshoe crab and cut your dick off. I mean, I could say anything to Joe and I don't have to worry. He's going to be my friend. Literally, it would take some major effort at this point in our lives for Joe and I not to be friends. So we can say some serious bullshit to each other and be okay the next day. So I want to disagree with Joe. I want to come out here tonight and like this episode and say, Joe, you're full of shit. You're a negative asshole. Stop with this already. The Walking Dead was awesome tonight. But you had it in your hands and you fucking blew it. You killed Negan, but no. Negan, plus, can I just get through the fucking logistics of this bullshit? Negan's on the ground after a slice to the throat. So I'm not a medical professional, but if anyone in the comment section or listening to the podcast later, or Joe, who, is Dr. Joe, or anyone in Joe's family who is in the medical field, when you slice someone's throat like that, they're going to bleed and lose a lot of blood pretty rapidly, right? And there was a long distance.
It depends on where the cut is. It depends. Is he drowning on his blood too? Is it like draining in? Did she cut through the carotid? Like, any of the artery? Did he cut through the arteries?
But
like, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not necessarily not survivable. I mean, for Christ's sakes, they had Carl survive a gunshot wound to his eye socket.
So it is survivable. So to get cut in the neck and then lay on the ground for 5 minutes and then have some guy with second year medical training after taking him from the battlefield all the way back to Hilltop or wherever it was to seek some medical stuff, and he's gonna be fine and no infection or anything like that. He's gonna be perfectly fine, right? Because it's tough to fucking kill Negan, right?
Yep.
Fucking horse shit. Okay, kill the asshole, dudes. Like, I know Jeffrey D. Morgan's a big draw for you. He's a big actor because he was in Rampage with The Rock. But whatever. Like, give me a fucking break. Just kill this asshole. Writer's magic. Oh, God. Okay, so then Rick gives a speech. We get another Rick speech.
Now.
Oh, sorry. Wait, okay.
The ones who have them up, put your hands down.
Oh, no, I forgot. So Rick says to Sadiq or help him or save him or something like that. So there we get into this thing right here, which is Maggie. And Maggie...
No!
Let's listen to this.
No, he can't! No! No, he killed Glenn!
We have to.
We have to end it! Rick! We have to make it right! No! It's not over! It's not over until he's dead! It's not over until he's dead! No! 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 No!
What happened? What we did?
Anakin! Obi-Wan! Obi-Wan, you're holding me back! So what'd you think of Maggie's freakout, Joe? Joe? Can you hear me, Joe?
Yeah.
What did you think of Maggie's freakout?
This is what I thought of it.
Oh, that's what you thought. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Nothing. Wait, that doesn't sound like Maggie at all. No, it doesn't. Okay. My problem with this freakout is more about
Maggie.
how disconnected she's been all season.
No, he can't!
And a couple people said this too. She doesn't react this way for Beth. We've actually talked about this a lot, about Maggie not reacting at all to Beth. And I know she loves Glenn but she didn't react to Glenn. She freaks out in this moment. They need to make it right. So why not shoot him? You have a gun.
It's not over!
Shoot him!
It's not over until he's dead! It's not over until he's dead!
What happened? What we did?
Okay, so Rick gives a speech. Then Rick gives this speech, Joe. And let's listen to this Rick speech because this is really a bunch of horseshit. So Rick hasn't been around for a long time. Maggie's been basically ruling over all these people. Everyone's been looking to Maggie. This whole season and a half, we've been shoved down our gourd that Maggie is the best leader since. Pick a leader since Leader von Leaderstein from the game Populous. But he's been she's the best. She's the bestest. But everyone just suddenly starts listening to Rick give this fucking speech.
The ones who have them up, put your hands down. We're all gonna go home now. Negan's alive. But his way of doing things is over.
Over.
And anyone who can't live with that will pay the price. I promise you that.
What's that mean?
That any person here who would live in peace and fairness, who would find common ground, this world
is yours by right. We are live.
Joe, I'm sorry. I know you're apathetic to this whole situation, but if The Walking Dead changes one thing, please get rid of the speeches. There's too many speeches. New world.
Yeah, they suck too. They all suck too. They're poorly written. They're fucking stupid.
No, they're awful.
Have I said it?
Joe's done. Joe wished the podcast got disconnected before. So then we get Tara and Eugene having a talk, which yay. Well, who gives a shit about this? Nobody. Oh wait, I don't even give a shit enough about it to play it because there's something wrong with the recording.
It was.
Wait.
I introduced a sabotaging aspect to the manufacturing process unbeknownst to my colleagues, inspired by Gabriel's purposeful ineptitude.
The walking soap opera. And everybody in the live motherfucking chat, I'm sorry to all of you, the people that love listening to Joe and I bitch and talk about shit, that we force you guys to watch this show to listen to us talk. It's not going to continue. I mean, it's going to continue. We're going to try season 9 and see where it goes, but we're going to do a lot more fun stuff. Sunday night's coming up. I know Joe's not going to be joining us necessarily, but starting next week for the next 10, or for some Sundays, there's going to be a break in the middle, but a couple Sundays I might miss due to travel. But Westworld is starting on Sunday, so hopefully that will at least, at minimum, be better than The Walking Dead, which I have a feeling it will be. And even if Joe has problems with Westworld, I think even he could say that Westworld's better than The Walking Dead.
Yes, it was better than this season anyway.
Okay, good. Wow, that's the biggest compliment you've ever given Westworld, and we're going to leave it there.
Yes, it is.
We're going to leave it right there.
It's not much of a compliment, mind you.
Hey, fair, dude. Stop.
Wow. The shit that just poured out of your ass doesn't taste like the shit that just poured out of fucking Are
you okay? Are you okay, Joe? Are you okay? What's going on? Is Joe okay? Is Joe finally having a stroke on the show? Is it actually happening? Is Joe dead? Katie Crow saved Joe Dirty Locks' life. Okay, we're gonna let Joe die while I travel on the traveling strippers.
Oh no!
Circus. Are you okay? Joe might not actually be okay. I hope Joe is actually okay, everybody. Let's hold out hope that Joe comes back very soon. How awful would it be if Joe's actually hurt? But no, I wish Joe a lot of love as he runs off right now. Okay, Joe's back. Good. As long as Joe's not really having a stroke, I don't feel bad. Joe, if you really died there, you would have made me feel really awful, man. Fuck you. That would have been so horrible.
Ooh,
you're such an asshole.
Intestine was about to pop.
Okay, fair. Okay, so Tara and Eugene talk. Yeah.
Oh, that really hurt. It really did hurt. That wasn't like fake.
So more.
It's gas pain. That's all.
Okay, with some fucking gas. You're such an asshole. Okay, so Morgan and Carol say goodbye. So then, after all of that, after that big battle, we get into Morgan and Carol saying goodbye as Morgan starts going around and saying his goodbye tour. Let's listen to this shit.
Joe's going to have diarrhea. Okay? He doesn't have it yet.
Y'all need to stop reviewing this pile of shit now. Joe's pregnant. Joe's touching himself.
I'm always touching myself. My hand's always down. I'm like fucking Al Bundy. My dick is in my hand at the moment.
So I don't want to necessarily talk too much about Morgan and Carol talking. They basically say goodbye. So then we go off to those eyes from the beginning of the season with Rick's eyes by the tree. My mercy prevails over my wrath. And
so stupid.
It's stupid, Joe. But let's listen to it for a quick second because I just want to say this. And I said it earlier, but I'll say it again.
My mercy prevails.
But just let's listen to this for a second because the music, everything, all this fucking shit you're trying to do, this emotional crap, right? Right, okay, it's all this fucking shit. It leads up, it ends here, we go to commercial break. Shouldn't that have just been the end of the episode? Why do we need to continue? It wasn't, there's more.
So stupid.
If you were going to do this crap, make that the end of the episode. It's not even that Carol's real goodbye to Morgan. She comes back at the beginning of Fear the Walking Dead to try to get him to come back to Hilltop. Oh my God, the music's horrible, Patricia. It's fucking horrible. And Leanna, I have to say again, huge thanks to Leanna for the super chat donation. All the super chatters tonight for getting Joe and I drunk. Joe can't wait to pass out or after this discussion is over. We're almost over, Joe. Don't worry. Almost done with The Walking Dead till October, man. We're almost done. We're getting there. So
until they announce a 2-year wait.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
It would be awesome because it would give me time to forget how much I fucking hate the show right now.
So
I hate Scott Gimple.
So then we get number 52, which I wrote in my notes. I refuse to write any of this down. They have a talk about the future. You gave me life some shit. So let's listen to what I refuse to write down.
Oh, right. That stupid fuck.
Yeah.
Stupid fuck.
Guys are going back to the sanctuary. Gonna...
Oh yeah, Maggie's future boyfriend. We get a little hint of Maggie and him in the future about how he's.
Yeah, you get to live because you certainly didn't have anything to do with hurting my husband into his death.
Now, Cattigat asks a question or makes a point in the chat that I kind of want to get into, Joe. Do you think The Walking Dead would service better right now if it had an end point? If they said season 9's the last season of The Walking Dead, would you think there would be any extra intensity to the show?
No. They would fuck it up. They don't know how to do it. They won't know how to end it. They'll end it like Sopranos. They'll end it like Dexter. Or they'll end it like fucking all the rest of the stupid shows that have ever been ended stupidly.
I Am Vintage says, Daryl has been my favorite character, but he's always just grunting in the background now. And
yeah, no, he's a fucking stupid.
He's
fuck
a caricature of what he used to be. Walking David says, I hate that they do wide shots of the important acting scenes and close-ups of the unimportant shit. Here's how many hairs Ezekiel has on his beard and how much Carl's 500 yards away. Whoa, Patricia, $100 super chat donation. Thanks for enduring this show for us. Or let's spin the wheel for Patricia. Woohoo! Spin the wheel, Joe. Oh, you must be fucked.
Wow.
Here we go. It landed on everybody drink. Wow. Everyone.
Thank God. Katie, come get a shot.
Everyone, get your drinks up. Whatever you're drinking, even if it's coffee or soda or water, whatever, get your drinks ready and let's toast this to Patricia and all the other super chat donators.
Oh, and you gotta wait. I'm still pouring my shots.
Okay, yeah, we'll wait 1 second for that. But holy fucking balls, thank you so much, Patricia. Thank you to all the people that donated in super chat tonight. 100 pesos. That's amazing. Spin that fucking wheel. That's fucking great. Everyone drink. Open another bottle. Lots of love.
Hey everybody! It was Katie Crow's birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday to Miss KT Crow, but everybody drink for that super chat donation. Drink soda, whatever you're drinking. Okay, so then we get Tara and Rosita come to the sanctuary, and they're going to help. They come up with a school bus of people that are all going to help put the sanctuary back together. Joe, what the fuck? They're just going to help put the sanctuary back together now? Because these people are just going to be included into their little group? It's all good. It's all good in the hood, Joe?
Oh, what is MX 100 anyway?
What
currency is that?
From Mexico. Pesos. Mel says, I can't drink because the mini bar will charge me $10,000. Don't even move that shit, Mel. Like, if you even, kick the mini fridge by accident and the bottle moves, they might charge you. So be careful for that shit. Stay away from the mini fridge, especially in Caesars. Caesars is awesome. Go to Rayo's and get it's the Italian restaurant in Caesars, and get the mozzarella stick that they have there. It's fucking amazing, or whatever other Italian food. It's pretty fucking delicious, and it's in
food out in Vegas is amazing.
Yeah.
All the gambling is fun. The shows are great. It's a great place.
Yeah. I
want to live there.
It's one of my favorite vacation places. It's really amazing.
It's just a great place. I want to live there.
Joe and I think one of Joe and I's fantasies is to have a gathering with all of our FOPs and motherfucking chatters and have some sort of event out in Vegas, or them to have a Game of Thrones
Guy Con.
Yeah, and if you Issues Guy Con or a Game of Thrones Con that's in Vegas or something where we're at and hanging out, because we'd love to hang out with a bunch of you guys and show you guys what kind of time we have when we're there and have a fucking amazing time. So hopefully one day in the future that will be able to happen. But But as I've said before, if any of you guys are coming to Con of Thrones, we'll definitely be able to hang out. And maybe next year, Joe and I are going to try to come down and hang out with you guys as well. So, and if anyone ever wants to come to Boston, make sure you let us know, and we'd love to come out to a bar and hang out with you guys and have a couple of drinks. So let us know. Email me privately if any of you guys ever come to Boston. We'd love to share some drinks with you guys, toast some drinks. Okay, so before Joe passes out here, and I'd love to hang out with Devin in Vegas. That'd be great. I'd love to meet up sometime, or have him come to Boston, be able to meet up with Devin for drinks. He's cool shit. Lots of love to Devin if he is ever checking this out. So Tara and Rosita come back to the sanctuary, and they're okay. They're gonna all help out. So then we get Daryl and Dwight in the woods, and Daryl looks at him with the aw shucks eyes, and Dwight looks like Adriana in the woods about to die, but Daryl does nothing. Tells him to get the fuck out of there.
Throws keys at his dick.
Yeah, gives him a car.
I thought they were gonna fucking start blowing each other. 69 in there in front of the car. Finally, we can be alone.
And Leanna, you live in Boston? Awesome. And Walking David, love you, Walking David. East Coast meetups would make it real easy for Sam. Maybe Atlantic City. We need an excuse to go there. I've only been to Atlantic City once. So Daryl, who basically is turned in, someone in the live chat said it, Joe and I were talking about it. Daryl is just a shell of the character he used to be, and it's just a shame to watch what happens with Daryl. Yep. So then we go to the junkyard. Morgan knocks on the door. Jadis opens up and says, "Hey, Morgan, what's going on?" And Morgan says, "You can go back to the community." And we find out that her name's Anne. Yippee, yippee.
Yeah, no, I'm not going with you. I need to be alone. I have to be alone. I will be alone.
Blah, 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 blah. But
now watch me go join everybody in a stupider show because why? You're going to go be with people again. Go back to the people that you fucking know, you fucking a dick. A fucking asshole.
Callie, to answer your question, I might be coming out into the San Francisco area relatively soon for a little while. So if I ever come out there, I'll let you know. And I might make my guest go to Southern California too. So I'll let you know about that, Callie, if I ever have some California
go to
shows.
Bicycle.
Bro, can you please come babysit on my demon chapter? Oh fuck, sorry, I'm jumping in the live chat, joining in conversations. So then we see Dwight at a house, and he finds a note from his wife.
We need closure from him.
Are we gonna follow him next season, Joe?
I hope not. He in the books he stays, and he's the leader of the Savior's Outpost City. So even this, they get rid of Dwight, just get rid of Negan too. Stupid.
It is pretty fucking stupid. So then we go back to the kingdom, and speaking of fucking stupid, we get into Carol and more shit with this douchebag little fucking twerp ass fuck. Sorry, as I'm stalling with time for more David sounds. Because I can't get enough of this one. There's a lot of sounds that I like to play from David, but this one's my favorite so far. Play it.
Henry really makes me hate kids.
Henry really makes me hate kids. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. So we see Henry riding in with the King Ezekiel. Maggie and Jesus have a talk. And I don't get this because I don't get... So Jesus suddenly now is on board with killing Negan. Can you make a decision on plot? I got to listen to this again.
Having him here. I don't regret what I did. But you were right.
It's stupid. Why would you think Jesus was on board with it? This is stupid. I'm
stupid.
Not listening. You signal me with a wave in the camera when it's done.
He was right.
This is stupid.
He was. Not about Negan.
So what does that mean, Maggie?
I'm Daryl, creeping in the creepster background, touching myself.
We have to build this place
in the back of Jesus' head.
Make it work better than before.
Daryl peeping in the shadows. Was Jesus and Maggie conspired to take down Rick and Michonne? Was that supposed to be a cliffhanger? Lame.
Proud for the people who live here. We need our strength. The ability to defend ourselves better. We have to have that.
We will.
Joe is protesting this scene. He doesn't want to listen to The Walking Dead anymore. He's done. He's officially done with The Walking Dead. NWO for life. No world order.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan all the way, Mike.
Michonne, too.
Kevin Nash.
So we're going to bide our time.
Who are some other
Wait for our
NWO
moment. And then we're going to show him.
Show him what? Okay, Joe. So,
you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Show him what? Like, what are you gonna do, Maggie? Well, so what do you think, Joe? And I know what you think, but talk a little bit about what you think about Maggie and the Legion of Doom here plotting against Rick. How do you think shit's gonna go?
Stupid.
Stupid.
The side is stupid.
Stupid.
That's it. I just got nothing more.
Are you done?
I'm so ranted out at this point. Every episode.
We can't get one more out of you. We can't get one more. Do we have one more?
The liquor can't get any more out of me.
Yeah. Maybe one more shot. If it was
No. This poor little bastard is looking forward to a sandwich. I got some Georges. They deliver till 2 a.m., dude.
So Joe's almost tapped out. So let's finish this episode as we get into Negan's Awake in number 59. So play number 59 here.
Good.
Yeah, Negan wakes up to
Because we
Rick
need to tell
fucking
you some
teabagging
things.
him. Keep your eyes
You don't have
closed.
to open your eyes now.
No, open those eyes. Stare
But you're
into
gonna
my
open them
taint.
soon. Because
Stare into
we're
my
gonna make
taint?
you watch what
Yes,
happens.
I teabag you.
Oh no.
This isn't about who you killed. No, we killed people. No, this is about what you did to
This is
us.
so stupid.
What you did to so many people.
So they want to teach him a lesson?
How
Is
you
that
make
that's
people
going on here?
live
Yeah,
for
this is
you.
so
How you put
stupid.
people under your boot.
You don't deserve death. We're gonna use you as motivation to make a better society. So stupid.
This isn't a
Just
discussion.
cut his fucking head off
can open up the
and
stitches
stick
for
it
a
in the
little
middle
while,
of
just to
town.
remind him.
What difference does that make?
Felicia-
One's cruel. Isn't one cruel?
Carl pictured
One's
something
vindictive.
better.
One's the other's just as they're both vindictive.
All of us
just kill
working
them
together.
This is so stupid. I'm gonna
Something
keep talking
bigger than
over
all
how
of us.
stupid this is.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, it's just so stupid.
You'll have a
You don't get to
job,
listen
too.
to Rick be stupid again and Michonne.
But
back to
Joe,
his stupid
but
ass.
Joe,
And then
but Joe,
standing in the background.
Carl,
with their dick in their-
Joe.
Yes, Rick is our supreme leader.
But
None
Joe,
of us could have said
what about
it,
Carl?
But his word is goes.
What
I
about
know
Carl,
everybody's
Joe? What about Carl, Joe?
Everybody has a fucking a chip in to kill this motherfucker. Everybody has a reason, but
Joe,
no, Rick gets to decide.
But Carl,
you.
Carl wanted
Fuck
peace.
you, Rick. Fuck you. We're gonna come at you with secret guns like Rosita did. I hope you have fucking that Lucille with you to block the bullets because you're acting an awful lot like a fucker that needs to get shot. I'm with fucking that other bitch back there at the hilltop. Fuck this. Let's kill those two. They ain't our fucking leader. That's why I left Alexandria, because Rick didn't have what it takes to get shit done.
But Carl, Joe, what about Carl's vision? It's
Carl's a
Carl.
little fucking pussy who got himself eaten by the stupidest
It's
fucking predators.
Carl. It's Carl's vision.
Predators without a brain. The predators without a brain have managed to take over the fucking planet. Fucking 500-pound tigers that can hunt in packs can't even fucking manage to do it. But these stupid ass, weak ass, slow ass, stupid ass, moaning ass, fucking stealthy as hell zombies managed to do it apparently.
It's Carl. Sorry. Okay, so Negan's awake and Michonne talks some shit. You're going to rot in a cell for the rest of your life. We're going to teach you a lesson. So then we see Gabriel walking through his church thinking about all...
tigers? I meant lions. Tigers are solitary, right?
And bears, oh my.
Just stupid.
So Gabriel's walking through the church slowly and thinking about all the people that he killed in his congregation. And then he says, thank you for understanding. Thank you. So then...
Yeah, Tom, but if you got any, send them my way.
So then we get final...
Send them to Phil's P.O. Box.
Yeah, my P.O. Box. P.O. Box 236, Marblehead, Massachusetts, 01945. Okay, so our final sound clip of the night is Rick writing a letter to dead Carl. Because this is the best.
And that's so stupid, too. Oh, my God. How cathartic, huh? My therapist told me to do this once.
I remember.
Dear Mom, I love you. Even though you treated me badly, I love you.
I forgot who I was.
I forgot.
You
what
made me
you did to me.
remember.
You made me who I am, Mom.
I remember that.
I
feeling,
love you.
walking with you that day.
I love Joe.
Like I finally knew who
I love
was
Joe.
for the
Joe, I
first
miss
time in
you.
my life.
Joe, I miss you. You left the podcast, but I always love you.
Thing is,
Joe's
we
disappeared.
were walking side by side.
Side by
but you
side,
were
but the
bringing me
lunacy of
somewhere.
humanity caused Joe to die.
Bringing me here
I want to lose my mind inside Joe's humanity.
to the new
My
world.
belly is shut out there inside, so I'm
You
dying.
showed me the
You
new
die alone. Oh, I love Joe.
Made it real.
I need him. You want
I
it.
see it.
Excuse me.
I remember.
Go Celtics.
Dad.
Go. Stuff it.
Now, Survival Sunday.
Joe, you missed the end of Survivor Sunday, and that is our end of the episode of The Walking Dead.
Yay! And our season. Thank the fucking Christ.
Our season is go. Joe, any final thoughts on this season of The Walking Dead?
I just said them.
You said
Yay! It's fucking over. I'm gonna reclaim my Sundays as fucking mine. And not stress and worry about missing every other Sunday because I got to be in work and shit like that, and missing the fun,
missing the excitement. So,
oh my fucking god! Thank God! Thank God!
Thank God you don't. Thank God you don't like Westworld. No. So this is the end of our Walking Dead broadcast for this year. Joe and I. Even though I know some people that will watch this, that will like The Walking Dead, that will somehow watch some of this anyway and get through this. What we have to say to you guys is and I know what you're going to say, don't watch the show. We're almost there. I mean, I think Joe and I are going to give this, for at least doing the podcast of it, the beginning of season 9, as we've said several times, the new showrunner. See if the show can right the ship a little bit. We will be back in October for the first half of season 9. If we feel like there's no improvement for our interest in it, specifically our interest, we will fill the same slot on a Sunday night with less Walking Dead talk, or we'll be talking about the week before, but we'll still be on the same time. We'll be just talking about different things.
Yes, we will be back.
And go and be far less in depth with The Walking Dead. Instead, it will be part of a bigger show. And we won't dedicate a whole podcast to just The Walking Dead. But we're not done quite.
It'll be our Sunday night bonanza.
Sunday night bonanza. But I will be back next week to talk about the season premiere of Westworld. I know Joe's working, so he won't be able to join us. And he won't be with us the following Sunday either, because I don't think...
I'm off next Sunday.
So do you maybe want to join me for a Westworld recap?
This is crazy. I have been off. I've worked one day in the last 2 weeks.
I don't know if I want you joining me for a Westworld, because you're just going to shit on it when I'm loving it.
Listen. Tell me right now. I don't shit on things just to shit on things.
No.
I shit on things when they are specifically great.
Well, I don't know. I think it's mixed. I think for the most part you shit on things because you shit on things. I think there's a slight element of if everyone's gonna like something, you'll make sure you point out the shitty parts of what people like.
No, because
hence your attack on Anthony Hopkins. What?
When everybody was loving The Walking Dead, I was loving The Walking Dead too, right?
No, very fair. So maybe
Game of Thrones, right?
So maybe we can convince
Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul.
So maybe we can convince
Vikings?
Joe to watch Westworld on a week-to-week basis. I just don't want to get it. I also want to be able to talk about stuff. So maybe we'll get Joe a couple of times through the Westworld season. We'll see how he thought. What he's thinking of the season so far. I'm very curious if you're going to enjoy it, and we'll talk a little bit about that off air as well.
I'm curious too.
Yeah, so I will be.
I don't know anything about what they're supposed to do, what the story is for this season, so I'm very curious to see what.
So I will be back next week, and I'll also be joined by a couple of guests throughout the year as well to talk about some Westworld. So love the hair, Joe. I'm so excited to watch Better Call Saul, Joe. That's coming back in September.
Me too.
I can't wait for that. We should be talking about that right now, but no, it's put out till September. But I do have to also announce that tomorrow at 1:30, 2 o'clock p.m., I will be on with Big Daddy Matt talking about, we'll be watching 2 Soprano episodes. D-Girl in Full Metal Jacket from season 2. That will be about 2 p.m. on tomorrow afternoon. Eastern Standard Time. Excuse me. And if anyone's watching this later, it will be on the channel posted. Basically, Matt and I are going to watch 2 Soprano episodes and talk about it. Also, we will be ending the discussion talking a little bit about the Andre the Giant documentary on HBO. So Joe is also welcome to join Matt and I if he feels like coming by tomorrow afternoon. But I know he probably won't. But if he does feel like coming by, he'll be playing video games. He'll be streaming some games at that point in time. So make sure you check out Dirty Issues Gaming to watch Joe do some video game streaming. So let's go to the where's the Real Housewives of Compton reviews, Phil? I'm so mad at Compton. I'm so mad at Gimple because I love The Walking Dead, but I can't even say anything great about this season, says Callie. Can't defend it. Atari Dad says, Joe, you and Callie, I agree with you. It's tough because I want to love The Walking Dead. I don't want to let Joe have free reign that this sucks and it stinks and it sucks and it stinks. But it's hard. And Atari Dad asks, Joe, you're going to give Preacher Season 3 a chance? I know you said you gave up on the show after the son, spoiler alert, after the son turned into a vampire, but his dad ended up killing him. Quick.
It was a little more to do with it than just that part of the storyline, but I haven't watched it since. No.
Santovia, I actually met Andre the Giant once as well in the Fort Lauderdale airport, and I got to shake his hand, and his hand went around my hand like 3 or 4 times. I met him and the wrestler Haku, if anyone remembers Haku. I met those two in the when I want to say I was like 11 or 12 or something like that. I met them. Cadgett says, don't defend it. It deserves to be shit on. Drop The Walking Dead and watch Gotham. I've been watching Gotham. Broke, you definitely have your Gotham Season 4 review coming up as you got requested wheel. Hey, Ric Flair's a documentary out now too. Tom himself, I'm going to try to be baked so I can watch the stream and remain unspoiled. Andre's brother, what are you doing? Ain't your brother? Ain't Andre's no brother. Legion and Gifted. So there's lots of shows to talk about, but coming up soon, the next big things on the channel right now will be Westworld discussions with myself, and also In Deep Geek will be joining me a couple times to talk on some podcasts. Con of Thrones stuff will be coming in May and also in April, at the end of April, and continuing in the beginning of May. Joe and I will be doing some Game of Thrones podcasts to get back into Game of Thrones. So the next direction of the channel, the next couple months will be Game of Thrones stuff and Westworld stuff. So hopefully and Soprano stuff and maybe some other random shit along the way. I might be doing a podcast with my friend Emily about our favorite comedy songs and movies. I'm not exactly sure what it will be, but I've been excited to get Emily on the podcast for a while, so I'll be excited. So I'm looking forward to.
The sun is warm as a baked potato.
Dude,
I think you know
precisely what I mean. When it's a shaboing.
When I say it's a shaboing day.
When I ride with my whirl. Wait, Phil, what kind of Game of Thrones stuff you got coming? Well, the next podcast that we have coming is the final week in April. Joe and I will be doing a Cersei podcast, all about basically a Cersei appreciation podcast. We'll be going over who is Cersei Lannister for some new Game of Thrones fans going into the final season. Also go over a brief recap of what she's done throughout the series, and then take some questions, comments about Cersei, and give some mild predictions about what we think about what's going to happen with her going into season 8. But basically more talking about her story leading up to season 8. It's just going to be bullshitting about Cersei a little bit. And then the next one we're doing is about Davos. Also got a couple of other random Game of Thrones podcasts coming up soon. I'll also be doing one on another channel that I can't give you quite all the information about that soon, but another channel's doing a good Game of Thrones thing, and I'm going to be part of that, so I'll be on some other channel too as well talking. So thank you to everybody, and thank you to all the new subs as well that have come in recently. Lots of love to all of you guys. Cersei is the best character in the entire show. They ruined Littlefinger. Oh wow, no clue. Comes out this week, the season finale. So here we go, guys. Joe, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me,
as
Phil.
always. We will be back in October to talk about some more Walking Dead, and to Joe's dismay. And thank you to everyone for dealing with the technical difficulties tonight. Yes, we are going to do a Luke Cage podcast in June, as long as I'm around. Joe and I are going to do that a little differently. Joe's going to come by. We're going to get Joe live in person for those. And we're going to watch an episode and then come out and do a 15-minute podcast. Yeah. And then we're going to watch another episode and come back and do a 15, 20-minute podcast. And we're going to do that all in one huge block. We're going to watch all 13 episodes and do 13 mini podcasts.
It will be one day, take about us probably about 18 hours.
Imagine how angry we're going to be with each other at the end of that podcast. We're going to hate each other so much by the end of that day.
Both passed out on the couch in the middle of a podcast.
You're going to be like, fuck you.
With fucking like donut jelly hanging from our mouths. Pizza sauce on our cheeks.
If you haven't already and you enjoyed this podcast, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, share the channel with a friend, help us grow. If you want to buy a t-shirt, you can check that out in the description box below. If you want to support us on Patreon, do that. If you want to donate on PayPal, you can do that as well. Help the channel grow, help us get or have even more fun on a trip to Con of Thrones. Have us support, get a new router, whatever. Do what you can. We appreciate all the super chat donations, all the Patreon, all the stuff, all that shit. Joe, I love you. I love you. I love all the motherfucking chat. Oh, fuck, you guys are awesome. Fuck. Oh, I'll be on tomorrow with Matt talking about The Sopranos. So if you want to join me tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, watching 2 Soprano episodes live. There may be a mirror involved. Talk to you later, Joe.
Peace.
Oh, wait, are we done? Yes.